Hey, everybody. How's everybody been? Welcome on back. I'm getting it ready. I'm scrubbing up, brushing my teeth, getting me some damn coffee, because everybody needs some coffee. Eat you a good breakfast, because this thing's about to hit. Got my coffee. Everybody have something to drink?
Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Or
yes,
smoke, or both.
yes, 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 yes,
Yes,
yes,
yes,
yes,
yes.
yes, 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 yes.
Good, 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 good. Happy Sunday, everybody. Oh, you're faking that shit. You don't even sound like that when you smoke.
Huh? What?
Are you faking smoking because you don't have any?
No, I haven't started any.
Well, despite how I sound, it's just allergies, and I apologize ahead of time if I do any sniffling or coughing in anyone's ears.
It's
I think
unethical
we
to
can
go on
forgive
the
you.
air, intoxicated. So that's something I would never ever do. Do you hear that TikTok? Or I mean, YouTube?
That's right. I don't. I get intoxicated while I'm on the air. I don't come on
You
the
know,
air
TikTok
intoxicated.
flags people if they're smoking cigarettes or vaping.
Hello,
Isn't
Miss
that
Crystal.
insane?
Yeah. I heard they started doing a bunch of shit like that. And thank you, Crystal.
But then at the same time, they will let you stand up there and say absolutely horrible things about people and make threats and tell total lies and not do anything about it.
No, nobody lies in the U.S.
Don't you know everything on the internet is true?
I just lied just now, so there you go. Yeah, everything on the internet's true. That's right. Hello, everybody. Demon and Ollie and Marty. 401's listening, setting up computer. Got Crystal, TBS, Brainless Steel went to bed. So lost that one. Uh, so hello, everybody.
Deep State Annex. Are you related to Titan Uranus?
That's 401.
I know. I just
Oh, okay.
couldn't resist it.
Titan Uranus, Deep State Annex. Right. I don't drink anymore on YouTube. I just don't drink any less.
Hmm.
You're a steady dude. I can appreciate that. Yeah, I'm kind of like that too, Michael, except I smoke instead.
I just
Well,
finished
thank
off.
you, Miss Crystal.
Yeah, I just finished up the rest of my Telemore Dew. I'm gonna have to get some more of that stuff. That was good.
Oh no, I'm
Mm.
down to one mint.
What
Oh, I have
did you
to have
mix it with
more.
anything or did you sip it?
I just sipped it. I just had I have this
Oh,
nice little glass and pour a glass and I just sip it for like
Nice.
oh, good. I still
Room
have.
temperature, cold, iced,
room temperature.
room
I was
temperature.
I
Yeah.
do almost all my alcohol is done room temperature.
I like Crown Apple, but you have to throw it over ice, or it's just not right.
Mm.
Just to chill it, you got to chill it really good.
I like
Perfect.
my water at about 35 to 45 degrees, somewhere in there, with or without ice, doesn't matter.
I like
Well,
mine about 45 ish.
yeah, but for you, isn't that room temperature?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. For Jenny, because she's
It's really funny because they bury the pipes, below frost line, but in winter the pipes still get cold enough that the water is extra cold in
yeah,
winter, and it's really pleasurable.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was at the Lowe's and I noticed the refrigerator thing had a temperature meter on it and it said it was 39 to keep the drinks cold.
Hello, porpoise.
Now let's see. I had this little vial container with
Jeez.
a bunch of fuzzy stuff in
Uh,
it. Yeah, there it
what
is.
was I gonna say? I was gonna say
And
something
what's
about
that
that
corn
topic.
cob thing over there?
God damn it! What was I gonna say now? I don't know. What's going on, porpoise?
And not much here, just working on some grad school homework.
The porpolator.
They probably took cigarettes off of like TikTok and all that because people were like smoking crack and meth and shit on there, so they had to remove all of it. I I was just like, when I was new to TikTok, I was browsing. Oh, somebody's live, and I clicked on it, and they're all in there smoking crack together, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm looking at the comments, and yeah, they were smoking crack together.
Damn.
Well, what's silly
Online
about it is a
crack
person
den.
just has to lean far enough so that they're not on camera and then smoke and then come back and blow out the smoke.
Yeah, but they weren't doing that. They're just fucking lighting it up and packing it and shit and putting little crystals in there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, that was a little risky for their account, but they might have many.
Who knows? They might not care. I mean, they're crackheads. Usually when people are addicted to drugs, they don't care about much except for the drugs. Look at Crystal dropping all the links.
Except that's
I think that means
Crystal.
good day.
Yeah.
Does that
also
make
you
a
could
good
just
day?
sorry, you could also just use the Sinister Purpose one if you wanted to find the old channel.
There you go.
I'm sorry, Tsunami Mommy. Porp and I are the only bitches around here. Those two guys above are
sorry.
bastards.
Yeah, I'm a bastard. I'm not
I'm a
bitch.
jerk. I'm
I never
Okay,
really
a
had- I
bastard
mean, I had a
is a jerk.
sperm
That's it.
donor, but
Since we're dropping
I had a
links.
sperm
or-
donor, but that was it. So I'm having big changes in my life for work.
Oh yeah, what?
Oh,
I'm gonna start night shift Monday at 9 p.m. my time.
Ooh, are you sure that's good for
So
you?
it's 4:10s. I had to change my sleep schedule over the weekend. That's what I've been working on. It's 4:10s a week. She said, "We'll try it out and see how it goes." Because she was like, "Oh, we hired somebody new for night shift. We're bringing Travis down." And I was like, "What am I, chopped liver? I've been wanting night shift the whole fucking time I've been here." She's like, "Do you really?" And I said, "Yeah. How much more alone can you get? Like, I don't want to work around other people. I want to work by myself." And because I don't like how other people work because their work ethic sucks and I can't fucking stand to watch it. It drives me nuts. Anyways, so I said, "Yeah, you're gonna put me on nights and you're never gonna get me back off of it. I just want you to know that." So yeah, I've been sleeping, going to bed at this morning I went to bed at like 5:30, but yesterday, Friday I got home from work. I took a 3-hour nap, and then I stayed up all night and went to bed at like 8:30 in the morning.
nice.
And then last night I stayed up until 5:30 and I slept like 6.5 hours. So I feel better today. So I'll probably be fine by the time I go to work tomorrow. But it means I think it's $1, $2 an hour more for shift differential. And only 4 days a week instead of 5.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I was like, oh, I can't wait. All day Friday. I was like, the last day. Don't let them drive you crazy. It's the last day you have to deal with these fuckers.
Stripper hours.
It's strippers hours. 9 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. That's my
I
new
don't think
hours.
strippers work
strippers
that late.
Depends on where you're at and what city you're in. There's some places have strippers going 24/7.
Well, I know all around here they have to end at 3, so
Oh, really?
'cause that's when the bars close.
See, Sumami, my club closes at 6 a.m. So by the time you get home, get to bed and everything, wind down, clean the glitter and the body oil off you. Sometimes you go in as late as 2 and just work the last 4 hours. Is that where all the money is? Everybody's drunk and they're just throwing it at you. Fuck yeah. You get it, girl. I remember when I was 19, I had gone from the backwoods of West Virginia and then into the Army, and then I moved to Florida. And it was a huge culture shock to go from little tiny town in West Virginia to Orlando, Florida.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, hey, Brojo, what's up? Yeah, so I met this lady. I ended up like renting a room off of somebody, and it was like, this was like I don't know. I was down at like like a year and a half, I guess. And so I met this lady, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a exotic dancer," and I was like, "That's fucked up, man. You gonna do that to yourself?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I said, isn't that degrading? Like the way people look at you and everything?" She goes, "I don't care how they look at me. I take all their money." She said, "I'm legally blind and I got to pay for 2 kids. I can't drive. I can't work anywhere else." She said, "I make enough money to pay for my kids." And I was like, all right, it's kind of weird, right? And then I got to know her really good. We ended up, turned out she wasn't like, because I just thought from what I heard growing up, if you're a stripper, you're a whore, all that shit. So, turns out that the only time she cheated on somebody was with her boyfriend with me. And then she split up with him, and her and I were like, we screwed around for like a year and a half. But anyways, point is that she really opened my eyes to what, yeah, right. Can't see the perverts.
But that's about as good as the painter we had. He painted our house afterwards. He goes up to my mom and says, "Can you drive me home? I'm legally blind." After he finished painting our house.
Well, see, but here's the thing. Like Pam could see up close, but she had one of her eyes was a lazy eye. She was born with it, and they tried to do surgery on it, and it didn't fucking work. And so she couldn't see out of it very well because it kind of went crazy, which is part of the reason she was legally blind. And then her other eye, she could see up close, but not far away, which, you can fix one thing, but you can't just fix the other. So finally, when she was in her 40s, she was like 38 to 42, somewhere in there. They finally came up with a new surgery and fixed it. And she has a driver's license and glasses. And,
oh, good.
Yeah. It's amazing. Like she
Cool.
dealt with it her whole fucking life. And I think she was like, I want to say 41, 42 when she had the surgery done. So yes, Marty, I do too. I think that every city should just have like a little red light district where they all are and have cop presence and employee parking that's like in a parking garage no one else can get into. Stuff like that, like underground, so they can just get in their car and leave. Nobody sees them, sees what they're driving. They can't follow them. And I think if they did that, it would really. Who's getting an emergency alert?
Me.
Amber alert.
Child abduction.
I figured it had to be because nobody else's phones went off. It couldn't have been like a test or anything.
Abduction or a dinner for the alligator.
Let's see here. What do we got here? 7-year-old Christian Simus.
Bro Joe, I would say that yes, it is an art because dancing in and of itself is considered to be an art form, whether it's ballet or jazz or contemporary or stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So why wouldn't the hooker, just because she does it naked and can do gymnastics on a pole, that would make most gymnasts jealous,
and makes way more money than the typical dancer.
She looks like
I would say yes, it's an art. Good for them.
Yes, absolutely.
Riviera Beach, Florida. Looks like it was his dad took him. Some black kid. Dad's Gene Simus.
So he stole his own kid?
No, it happens quite often with these Amber Alerts. It's usually a relative who takes them.
Half the time it's a parent, one of the parents too.
Yeah, it's usually one of the parents.
There's a reason.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Doubting Thomas. Like, we have other accommodations for other trades. Why not make it safe for the sex workers and have it in an area where nobody can say, my kids. Just don't take your kids in the red light district, or whatever you want to fucking call it. Horror row, I don't know. You can name it whatever the fuck you want.
Sandy, hi.
So, hold on, Sumami. Sandy. Oh, hi, Sandy. How the fuck are you? Hold on, Sumami. I think you're on Discord, right? Oh my goodness, hold on.
All women's bodies are a work of art. You just might not like this particular style. I mean, that happens in painting and stuff too.
Really, because I think mine's by Picasso.
They just recently expanded the criteria for the Amber Alerts because of a case that they had here in Wisconsin,
Yeah.
where they didn't call the alert because the conditions didn't meet the criteria, and they ended up with a dead kid.
I have Amber Alerts turned off on my phone.
I still allow them, but usually they're in like 3 counties over from me, so nothing I could do about it, even if
Well, the problem is, I live in an area where we do get weather that can kill us on occasion.
I wouldn't know
So-
anything about that.
Oh yeah, you get the hurricanes. Actually, you get tornadoes too.
Yeah, and
Florida
sometimes we get hurricanes with tornadoes.
We don't get many hurricanes up here.
No, but you got a lot of blowhards in Indianapolis. Yuck, 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 yuck.
But I don't need Amber Alerts to keep going off like at the worst times. They can make me think it's like, oh, I'm in danger. It's like, no, this is an Amber Alert. I am not in danger.
I listen to them and get the notifications because I think it's important. I mean, if we as a culture can protect some child from being horrendously abused or extinguished, we should. And it's part of my duty as a human being to concern and do what I can for others.
Well, they ought to have some way to get the alerts without having the emergency sound go off on the cell phone.
I don't know if that would probably be a good idea.
But it is an emergency, though.
Yeah, but it's not the same level like there's a tornado bearing down on you.
I don't know.
Yeah, Marty, when they started like notifying people of children being missing, it really used to get to me. And then after years and years of it, you're just like, damn, I hope they find him. I hope the kid's okay. That's all I really care about. Because sometimes people still steal their kid away from a bad parent. It doesn't necessarily mean that the bad parent is taking the child. So I always just say, I hope they're okay, kind of thing.
It also
Sometimes
goes
it's
the other
good
way
if they're
though,
not
that
found.
that one of the parents will steal the kid from the good parent.
That happens too, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it happens both
Or
ways.
we could move to go become Mormons and influencers on
No thanks.
on social media and torture our 6 children.
Been there, done that, didn't get the funny
Well,
underwear.
I'm glad you got a big sentence.
Marty, I did send you a link. Check your Twitter. I pretty much send you a link every Sunday now. Every time I think of it, at least.
It does. It's a broken link, but you get it nonetheless.
I have had Mormonism enough for a lifetime.
I couldn't imagine. Yeah, always just check your Twitter, Marty, because it's easier for me. Almost everybody I have is on Twitter. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, DT. Exactly. Sometimes that happens because they know that parent is crazy and they have control and power and blah, blah, blah. And they just run with the kid to get both of them away from it. It's been known to happen.
Oh, I've heard worse stories.
There's our Marty. Hello.
Hello. I got a few minutes for my D&D game, so.
Cool.
Good evening, Marty.
Hello.
There was one night a few years ago, because I think we're getting hit by a derecho, where the phone kept going off about flash flooding.
Okay.
So, Flash, did you flood?
Well, there were flash floods in the area, but
Oh, okay.
not where I was. But it was annoying because I was trying to sleep.
Yeah, it's usually my story. It's the floods are a few blocks over, if anything.
God, I remember one time I was, I think I was 16, I want to say I was 16. And this huge weather storm came through the area, and it just sat on us, and it rained and rained. And I mean, just, it was like a torrential downpour for hours. So they said, okay, everybody take your kids home. It's going to flood. So we had to drive 50 minutes to get from school to home. So by the time we got out by where we live, everything was fucking flooded. We ended up getting trapped. We had to, like, my mom's car got, as she was going through an area that had really low water, the water just rose out of nowhere, which is what flash floods do. And so the car was floating in the air, and we were just on the front tires, and we were heading for an electrical box. And the water was about chest deep. So me and my brother jumped out the fucking windows. Yes, Richard. Jumped out the windows and pushed the car up onto land. And we let it dry up and everything, and it started again, and it took us forever. So it finally started, and we head for home again, and then we get to the top of a hill, and we come down the other side, and it's pretty steep, and the road goes down really low, and the whole fucking valley was flooded. I'm not talking about the road. I mean, the valley was flooded. The road had to have been at the lowest point, like 12 foot underwater or something.
Damn.
Maybe 20 foot underwater. Yeah. So we were like, what the fuck are we going to do? And Richard was like, well, I'm going to swim home because there's animals, and I'd rather let them loose than lose them. We can try to get them later, you know? So we were afraid the pigs would get, you know, killed, drowned. So anyways, so he takes off walking, and me and Mom are standing there by the car like, what are we going to do? I don't know what to do right now, you know? And this old lady sticks her head out, and she's like, you folks all right? And Mom said, well, the road's flooded. We can't go any farther. I can't get home. I don't know what to do. And she said, I got an extra bed. Come on in. She said, she had a big loom. There in her living room was a big ass fucking loom and a little tiny couch. That's her entire living room.
Hey,
And
Dowdy.
so she like fed us and made hot chocolate and coffee, and her mom stayed up all night talking. I fell asleep on the couch. We woke up in the morning, and everything was drained away and gone. We drove home, no Richard anywhere. We were like yelling for him and everything, and he comes walking down the road. Turns out he tried to swim across the flood where the valley was really deep, and the water caught him, and you should ask him about the story sometime, Marty. It's pretty crazy.
I know. I will.
the-
Next time he emails me, I will.
You should ask him. It's a really, like, he's a dick, but it's a really good story. So he's got the hold of a top of a tree, and his body's floating out like this, and his arms underwater. And he's like, I don't know what to do. If I let go, I'm gone, but I can't just sit here. So all of a sudden he hears somebody yelling over the raging floodwaters, and the neighbor, his house is on the main road, and Richard was trying to get across where a large creek was to get to our house. Right. So he's like behind the guy's house. The guy takes a piece of wood and sticks on the end of a rope and keeps throwing it out there until Richard grabs it. He pulls him in, has Richard spend the night, washes and dries his laundry. He gave him his clothes. So Richard comes home with his school clothes under his arm, and he's wearing a plaid shirt and a pair of jeans that we've never seen before. We're like, who the fuck is that? Is that Richard? And you can see him coming down the road walking. We still beat him home. We lost no animals. But that was the worst flood I've ever seen. I want to say it was 87.
The
86,
worst
87.
flood I ever saw. Well,
That's the year I was born.
the worst flood I ever saw was 2011, where still in Pennsylvania. It wasn't a hurricane, but we had like the remnants of a hurricane trapped off like the coast, and another one to our west. So we just had a system sit for like 2 days, for a day or two, and dumped like 11 inches of rain.
Yeah, the worst one I saw was the street got flooded, and fish were dropping from the sky.
I ended up getting pneumonia from that one.
Were they keepers?
Yeah, they're actually pretty big fish.
All right, cool. Free food.
Sue Mommy, I graduated high school in 89. So
I was born in 87.
Oh, wow.
Every
We all
once
hold
in a
that
while,
against
when there's a hurricane and it floods here, the alligators like swim in like the surge waters.
yeah. You'll see them like going across your yard and shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's not terrifying or anything.
or allegedly sharks, but like everybody like circulates that freaking photo of the shark. That was from like I don't remember what hurricane it was, but it was years ago, and like every year since then, I swear to God, like that same photo pops up, and they're like, "Oh, there's sharks in the." I'm like, "Oh, that photo is from like 2011 or something." I don't remember what year it's from. Like,
It was faked.
We actually had a dolphin swim up by our apartment and died because the water receded about 3 blocks from our apartment. So there was like, I lived in Virginia, so the Chesapeake Bay, and then you have Chesapeake Little Bay.
Hmm.
And we lived off of the Little Bay, but in order to get into where we lived, you had to go into like a large body of water, bigger than a creek, but not a river. You know what I mean? Probably like 8-10 foot wide, and then go into these little inlets to get to where we live. Like that dolphin took a lot of left and rights at Albuquerque it should not have taken. Like we don't even know how it got in. We were like, how the fuck did you swim all the way in? Like he went in one way and he just kept following it until he died. But we found him and we had to like call the fish and game people so they could come remove the body out of the, and it was just laying there in the mud, you know, because the water receded so fast. But you know, we were tidal, you know, we're by the ocean, so he came in with some brackish water and got stuck.
yeah, bull sharks swim in a brackish water.
I'm not sure I feel comfortable with all this discussion of dolphin death.
No, we didn't eat him. We found him like we think it happened at night because that's when the tide was up. Was like 12 hours before we found him.
And you don't eat
No,
the
you
dolphins, you eat the tuna, not the dolphins.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat a
different-
dolphin anyways. That's just rude. They're highly intelligent.
Yeah, different type of dolphin.
Yeah, but if they're dead, they're dead.
Mahi mahi.
What, Jenny?
If they're dead, they're dead. You know, it's
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if they're fresh dead, that's one thing. But something sitting there for 12 hours in Virginia in the summer,
yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Jerky.
Did you anybody see
Ugh.
that video that circulated this week of the great white shark that's just kind of like swimming along, you know, just being a great white shark swimming along near the surface, and this big fucking orca comes and just takes it down in one swoop.
Oh, Arca don't
It
play.
didn't even hesitate.
Sharks.
It's gone.
Yeah, they don't fuck around.
They are shark killers. They
Yeah,
hate
pretty
sharks.
much.
They are. Like
They're
that's
not-
the people call them killer whales. They kill sharks. Like yes, they can kill humans quite easily, but we're not their main target.
Well, most dolphins can kill humans quite easily.
Oh, regular dolphins.
Orcas?
would
No, I
never.
said most orcas can. Well,
Yes,
dolphins, yeah,
orcas
they
are,
could
are
too.
dolphins technically. Actually,
well-
dolphins
Oh.
are technically whales.
Dolphins are a lot stronger than we are.
They're very, but they are highly intelligent. Like dolphins are super
Yeah.
fucking smart.
Some dolphins are rapey, aren't they? I've read about
Yeah.
that.
Well, there are definitely porpoises who can do very advanced math.
Oh, we can ask King Hill about that.
I think
I've
you
read
should talk
about-
to
I've
some
read
of my
about them,
teachers
like,
about that
grabbing,
one.
like- I've read about them grabbing dogs and like divers and trying to like, yeah, scary.
Hmm.
That's scary.
I've heard the porpoises that can do advanced math are sinister, though.
Well, you know, attitude, anyways.
Orcas love shark livers. Mmm.
You know, if a human eats a shark liver, it will make you toxic with vitamin A, or is it D? D, I think. One of the two.
That's
It-
generally true for all predator livers.
No, I've only heard the tale told about. I mean, I'm sure there's others that are also very high,
Or,
but
yeah, for apex
that you're
predator
actually
livers.
warned: don't eat a shark liver ever. Don't do it.
2 out of 3 orcas choose Jif.
Oh, I do too.
I buy the generic Kroger brand.
Yeah, I
Fine,
get
it has
the
less-
Walmart brand of peanut butter.
I
Yeah,
wonder
it has
if
less
I
sugar
wonder-
in it actually. Jif has a lot of sugar.
That I'm not
One-
spending $8 on on peanut butter.
Right? For more you're just paying for more sugar, I think.
They do get
Uh,
better though.
Liver of some large fish such as sharks, tuna, sea have been reported to be responsible for a particular poisoning causing headaches and disquamation. And this type of poisoning can also be induced by ingesting the livers of the sea whale, the polar bear, and the seal. Okay.
Yeah, my dad hunts. And back when we were speaking, he bagged a deer and he had like organs. I was like, Dad, cut me off a slice of liver because I have 2 cats, and they couldn't eat it too much of it. I just had to get a small piece, and I cut it in half, cut it in small pieces for both my cats. They absolutely licked the bowl. Were completely freaking out, looking for more.
Yeah.
Like,
And
no, Mom, I don't got no more.
let's see,
They're like, dude, where's the rest of the liver, bro?
I know, right? Where's the rest of the deer? Bring it. Like, we're hungry.
And these animals contain an extremely large quantity of vitamin A in their
Yes.
livers, so that's what's causing the poisoning.
You know what kind of food I want to get for my
Interesting.
cats is that tiki cat, the like organ meat
I've heard
wet
of
food.
We used to feed both our cats raw food. My ex-husband and I, we were giving them steak, like just raw, go buy like a little skirt steak, cut that bitch up, and our male cat loved it. Our female cat was kind of iffy, but Merlin is his name. Merlin loved it, but it started getting expensive, so we just went back to regular cat food because he'll eat anything you put in front of him.
Yes, since my uncle would fish in the bay, we'd catch fresh fish, and after he cleaned the fish, he'd take whatever the organs and stuff they wasn't gonna eat and just fed to the cat.
Yeah,
Cat loved it.
yeah, they do.
I gave
Oh,
Binky a
cats,
little
where is
piece of
mine?
filet mignon the other day. A little tiny bit. He's my baby.
You know what you could do is when you buy a chicken, make sure it has all the gizzards and stuff in it,
Oh, they'll love that.
and then chop that up. So
Yeah,
every time you
usually-
cook a chicken for yourself, they can have fresh,
Yeah, if I can get,
freshly frozen.
if I get a turkey or something, I'm gonna probably feed the gizzards and stuff to Molly.
Yeah, absolutely. You could, if you're worried about it for some reason, you can cook them up too, and just do kind of like more of a steam on them, just a little
Yeah.
bit of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't like all the nutrients don't go out in the water. But the other thing you could do is when the water you have left, cook rice in it. It'll soak up everything that came out, and then throw the rice in with and let her eat that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, cats
Yeah.
don't get salmonella from organs like we do. They can just eat. They can eat that shit raw. Like they don't. They're not
Oh
making-
yeah, dogs are the same way. They can eat it. They can literally
Yeah.
eat trash that's been sitting there for 2
Yeah, they-
weeks.
I work.
My
with dogs.
dog.
Dogs eat caca. So if they can eat caca, they'll eat anything else.
We lived out in the country, and my dogs used to fucking kill a groundhog. They had like a strategy. One would distract it, and the other one would come from behind and grab its butt. And then when
Oh.
it turned its head, the other one would grab it by the back of its head, and they just shake it and just
Oh.
snap its neck.
Oh my god.
It
Yeah,
was
that would
so-
work.
I mean, we had a lot of groundhogs. It wasn't like they were like possums out there. Like they were everywhere. But anyway,
Yeah.
so they bury them and dig them up 2 weeks later and fucking chew on them and fucking roll in it and shit, and then come in the house. We were like, "Oh
Oh,
no,
lovely.
motherfucker, you're
Your
out of
brothers?
here! You're out of here!" No, my dogs.
Oh,
Well, close enough. Whatever.
Jenny.
They were stupid animals too. So don't insult the dogs like that.
oh.
Anyways, so yeah, that's what they used to do. But they'd eat that shit after we're sitting there for 2 weeks. Like you can't tell me something sitting on the counter for an hour is gonna hurt them. No, I don't believe
Yeah,
it.
really.
Yeah, Molly seemed to be pretty. I don't know. I think Molly may have had a bad dream or something. Last night, because when I woke up this morning, she was like all super happy to see me and wouldn't leave my side until like 3
What?
in the afternoon.
Maybe there's a ghost in your house.
I've never
That's
seen
a
a
good
dog
one,
that
you guys.
isn't always super happy to see its owner.
Well, this is like extra happy. I mean, she was.
Hi, Kelly.
I mean,
How are you,
even if
sweetheart?
Tina is happy when I come home from work.
Yeah, Nate.
Yeah, I finally
Cats can't be fed vegan meals. A dog can, but cats can't. And a dog's vegan meals need to be heavily supervised by a veterinarian. But you can feed it vegan meals.
Yeah, I have heard some people trying to do vegan for cats.
Yeah, you can't do vegan for cats.
No, I mean, it's good to have for them to have vegetables, but it's not required.
Yeah,
It
no.
will make them healthier, but they can't go without the meat.
Yeah, they're obligate carnivores. But a dog, you can absolutely feed a dog. Give a
Oh,
dog
there
a
you go.
meal, but that needs to be, like I said, regulated by your vet. You can't just, if Sunshine decides she's going vegan, she can't just make, Fido vegan either. It's got to be like, she's got to talk to her vet and all that stuff.
Too much
Yeah.
work.
Exactly. So
I had a struggle when I got my cat because his stomach doesn't like almost every fucking cat food out there.
Well,
So
apparently
they started having me buy like the really expensive medical shit, certain kind, all that. Yeah, and it still went right through him. He just had diarrhea all the time, and I finally found one kind that is okay with his body. His stool still gets soft, but it's not as bad as what it was.
What kind?
He's pretty consistent, now. But it was horrible. I had it for the first month. I had him. He couldn't even make it to the litter box.
was it
What
called
kind of
ID?
food though?
Huh?
Was it called ID? The cat food?
No, the kind I found actually is Abound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Abound is really good with his stomach. They don't put any crap in it. And it's like salmon and brown rice is the one I get them.
I get Molly the Iams kibble, and I also give her the Rachel Ray canned food.
I thought
mixed with
Rachel Ray's wasn't good for them, or did they change the recipes?
That was on the recommended list of what I was able to find.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they. Well, it was a few years back. There was some kind of an issue with something they were putting in with it, and it was fucking
dog
dogs.
food.
But
Yes.
I think they fixed it since then.
I thought it was that they weren't putting enough supplements in. Wasn't that the issue?
It might have been too empty. Empty calories. Yeah.
Well, that's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's only a kind of added additional thing I give her at night. So.
John Hudson, I'm allergic to cats too. I take an allergy pill every single day.
There you
so
go.
I don't sneeze all the time and have to my eyes water, they itch, all that shit.
Yeah,
But
so you're not
I'm going to
end
tell
up
you,
like me.
my cats have sufficient amount of hair in this fucking house, and I'm good.
I've
Randall's comment.
been collecting some of Molly's loose hair and putting it in my compost.
Listen, if I didn't want to be covered in cat hair, I wouldn't have gotten a cat.
My whole fucking life is covered in animal hair. Oh my god.
Yeah, I work with dogs. I feel you, Tsunami. I come home from work and my ex-husband be like, "Why do you have hair all over you?" I'm like, "Because I work with dogs."
Mhm.
I hate when people even bring that up. I'm like, yeah, dude, I have a fucking Pomeranian and 4 cats. Fuck off, man. Of course I have animal hair on me.
Yeah, I have 2 cats and a tiny home. Yeah, I have hair on me.
I would totally live in a tiny home. Those things are dope.
I have a vacuum cleaner
I love my
specifically
tiny
designed for handling pet hair and stuff.
Well, what I have is right here by the door, and at work in my locker, I have a fucking lint roller. So I hit myself before I leave, and then I know I'm going to get more on me because the clothes I wear to work are fucking made to be static cling. They should be like a dryer sheet to remove lint or something. So then when I get to work, right before I clock in, I go to my locker, I de-lint, I clock in, I'm ready to go. Every day.
Yeah, those pet static cling things, they don't do shit. The dryer strip thing.
Oh yeah, they don't.
No, not enough.
Can't call peanut butter sweetened with sugar butter.
You do have to watch out if you're going to give your dog peanut butter. You have to watch out for xylitol.
Yeah, some peanut butters. I give Molly a dog peanut butter specifically made for dogs.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't xylitol put them in kidney failure eventually?
Yeah, it's like aspartame for animals. It's like that kind of. It's that kind of bad. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick.
So bad for them. It's kind of poisonous for them.
Yeah, it is.
Real quick
poisonous.
PSA: if you love your kidneys, you will not use most of the artificial sweeteners.
I just put
Aspartame is the worst thing for your fucking kidneys as far as
sweetener in
sweeteners
my
go.
cup of tea. Where the hell were you about an hour ago, Beck?
I use the
Yeah,
agave
seriously
regular
though, no.
sugar.
When I lost my kidney, my doctor said no more aspartame and no more ibuprofen for you.
Wait, ibuprofen? I live off of
Yes,
ibuprofen.
I've heard of that.
Ibuprofen's hard on your kidneys.
Yeah.
Well, fuck the kidneys.
But I fell and hurt my wrist, and they
Well, you
gave
get
me
two.
ibuprofen. So
Naproxen sodium as well is hard on you. Unfortunately, I have to
Yeah.
rely on that stuff so I don't.
Great. God, and
The
process-
only thing I'm allowed to use with my single kidney is Tylenol. Nothing else.
which is not good for the liver.
It's the only thing that goes. Yep, that is specifically processed through your liver. It
That
doesn't
shit
go
does
anywhere
no-
else.
That shit does nothing.
Just
yeah,
smoke some
Tylenol
weed.
doesn't even make a dent.
I don't take it very often, so it helps me fine. I get like one headache a month or one headache
My
every 2
my
months. or
Tylenol works
something.
fine as long as it's been mixed with some.
Vodka?
No, I shouldn't say that. I could get your channel in trouble.
I think I know where you're going, Jenny.
There you go, Maya. Naughty liver, you must be punished. Well, my liver's good because I was never an alcoholic. I mean, I did a couple years there. I was really heading for alcoholism, and I made myself stop drinking. But
Good for you.
um,
I'm not an alcoholic. I can stop right after the next one.
Kitty.
Oh.
Who's that?
aw, the baby.
What's the kitty's name?
Athena.
Oh, pretty.
Warrior princess.
I hear purring.
Oh, that's Xena, isn't it? Or something.
Yes. Athena is a
Goddess.
goddess of war and wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say she is of war.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bursting
I
out
won't get-
motherfuckers' heads.
I won't get a cat until they learn to keep their tail down.
But when their tail is up like that, that means they love you.
And they're
That's
happy.
for balance, Jenny.
No, I want it down like a German Shepherd.
Down like a German Shepherd.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
goes straight down and curls up it towards the end. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah, German Shepherds' butts do this. Their tails, they come off the top of their butt,
Yeah.
and they
It took
do
me a minute.
this.
I'm like, what do you mean?
Kind of like a greyhound, but less curly.
I just don't want to be looking at assholes all day. That's all.
I see a lot of German Shepherds at work.
You get enough of that
Get 'em a
online,
little
don't
tiny
you?
pair of pants.
I have never blocked you. I have threatened, but I have never blocked you totally on this channel.
Blessed be he sounds familiar.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
troll.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's all take a pledge to ignore it.
Well, I'm fine until it turns ugly. That's all.
Which is,
No
pretty
preaching and
quick.
shit.
That happens pretty quick.
No, I'm
so.
tired of
No being
hearing
a dick.
anything about religion.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Everybody else talks about it all the time in our community. That's why I don't want to talk about it. I thought about, do I want to talk about it? Do I not want to talk about it? And I decided I don't want to talk about it.
Do they
As I
come and
talk about it.
proselytize or like,
Yes.
oh,
Endlessly.
Preaching, yeah.
Yeah. We won't get into religion this time around.
Like, you are not going to change anybody's minds here, so just stop.
And like the passive aggressive, like weird, like shit that starts happening after a while, like that doesn't sway people either.
Yeah. And it just kills me because, whenever I see atheists, people I know at least, that are definitely atheists, go into religious chats, they ask questions, they debate, they bring up, no, this can't be. And then religion people go into atheist chats and all you get is, you guys are stupid, you're going to hell. And I'm like, wow, that's so unchristian of you. So that's the problem I have with it, because people want to use it. They want to use it as insults and to try to scare us into being Christians. And
I
that ain't
think
gonna
one time someone was doing that and I just started spamming Nine Inch Nails lyrics at them. What was the song that goes, your God is dead and no one cares?
Man, look at all these awesome people I have here today. Jason showed up too. What's up, buddy? I don't think I've ever gone into a religious chat. I have, but pretty much only like the assholes.
Yeah.
Jason,
That's the
do
only
your
religious
absolute
chat
best
I've
to
gone.
never walk into a religious chat.
yeah. Everybody in a Standing for Truth room, it's insane.
Oh, sitting for lies. Yes.
Sitting
I've
for
definitely
lunch.
gone in there when Hovind is on there.
Yes,
so it's
that's
spam.
the only time I'll go to Standing for Truth is if Hogan's debating somebody because he's such a laugh.
Mage.
Ridiculous.
Sitting
Who-
for
who? Owen
lies.
who?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owen who?
Well, he's sitting at a desk, right?
He's
sitting
also
and he's
a,
lying, so
yes.
he's sitting for lies.
He's also
No, I
not
just
a
love it.
fair,
It's so perfect. I never thought
moderator.
about it.
He's
What
definitely
Owen are you
biased
talking
when he
about?
moderates.
Standing for truth, Donnie, the one that Guts Gibbons often
I thought you
tearing
were
down.
talking about Owen Benjamin.
What is this?
You know, I
See
can't-
now, you're not
See, now,
behaving.
as a bisexual male who was
immediately.
You're
married
not
to a
behaving.
man, who gives a crap? I didn't overcome the temptation. I just chose a man.
What?
I'm bisexual and I was married to a man for 12 years. So I didn't, that's the joy of bisexuality. I can pick a man, I can pick a woman. It doesn't matter to me. I fell in love with a man, so I married a man. It wasn't an temptation to overcome. See, that crap drives me crazy. Like, your God and your Jesus is not a fix all. You're not cured of anything. You are who you are, and just be that way and be happy.
If I could actually choose my sexuality, I
Oh,
would
you
pick
did.
either pan or bi.
The
I
magic
don't
guys,
know.
the magic guys up there have not come and delivered anybody from anything in the last about 5,000 or 6,000 years now. I'm pretty sure they're never going to do it in the future either. Just give it all up. It's a complete waste of your time, energy, and brain space. Sticking with a religion for too long actually reduces your IQ. It's been tested. And it's over and over again, and it's been tested, and it comes out true every time. The more you deal with an addicted thing like that, the more dumb you get.
I've been
Not so
paid
sure.
for a little over 20 years.
I'm not so sure about that.
So programming's making me dumber.
It's okay. I'm not asking you to believe it. Just go look out there, and you'll find it if you want to see it.
Is it like, do they mean like the gods of the faith of Abraham's, like the super fundamental, like the Ray Comforts and the Matt Powells and all them? Because
they seem to be talking in the stuff I've read about it. That I have not read the whole paper. That it seemed to be talking about people who are like very committed evangelical type thing. They didn't specify any particular religion.
So does anyone want to
Evangelical
see?
is more of a style than it is a religion.
Yeah.
Since we've brought up Guts like Given Up, does anyone want to see the kind of stuff I've been doing?
Oh, snuggle.
No, we don't want to see your OnlyFans.
You want to see
What?
my only cats, though, don't you?
Only cats.
Subscribe to my own.
That should be a website.
Cats.
Only cats.
Only cats.
Oh, Kitty. What's Kitty's name?
His name was originally Jameson, but I call him Little Boy or Baby Boy. And
Sure,
he
what-
answers me just fine.
Sure, what have you been up to
Um,
there, Porpoise?
He's a big lover.
Oh,
Give me a second.
I don't know what male orange tabbies are always the biggest lovers. I don't know.
Oh,
why.
yeah.
Yeah. We aren't selling you anything.
Oh.
Why are you trying to sell us something?
Blessed
Good
be
thing
he.
about
I'm just
being
gonna,
gay,
I'm
you
just
get
going to
with
say.
some-
I'm going to just say this once, and that's it. You impress me as being extremely young, and they're not very experienced at lots of things.
Who?
But you know what you need to understand? You need to go look into history, not just your religion. And you need to take a look and see that the Abrahamic religions, all of them combined, have caused more deaths in warfare and conquering than any other group in history. Okay? You guys are the bad guys, and you don't realize it because you're addicted to lies.
You have been duped. You have been trumped.
Okay,
Ah.
there we go.
Fuck that guy.
And don't go to TikTok. We won't like you there either.
See you later.
Hi, Felicia.
We're not toxic. We're just being honest with you. You just don't want to hear it.
Well, I'm glad to know that I could have that effect.
The fuck? Why are we reading Arabic?
That's not
What
Arabic.
just happened?
Those are actually human genes,
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Cool.
or
Jeez.
rather, data files representing human genes.
Bye, Felicia.
This, of
That
course,
is what
isn't
I've
even
been
one
working on.
chromosome, but
And I know,
We are not
Gutsek Gibbon has been going through more than a few computer science stuff, dealing with Standing for lies.
Standing for lies.
Sitting for
Sitting
lies.
for lies.
Sitting for lies.
Stooping to lie, standing for lies, Donnie Darko.
Hey, Spooky.
Oh, that movie was the weirdest movie I've ever seen. I still don't get it.
Oh, that was all sorts of fucked up.
I didn't get it.
Ever seen the
Oh,
sequel?
my
I haven't seen the
goodness.
sequel myself yet, but there's a sequel to that movie.
There is?
Oh,
I didn't
no.
know it was a sequel.
But anyway, I'll stop sharing now because no one cares that much.
Well, I
Oh,
just
it's
don't
all-
know what anything about it.
I
I don't understand
I
it.
have no idea what we're looking at exactly, but
You're looking at the representation of nucleotide sequences in human genes.
I mean, as far as that much, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. It just looks like gobbledygook on the screen to me. So
Yeah, it was kind of giving me a headache. It was kind of hurting my eyes.
Yeah, I've been staring at that
I'm on
for
a phone, so I can't even see that.
the past couple days.
Like for like work.
Grad school assignment.
yeah, I'm sure if I could read it and actually understood what everything meant, I'd probably find it very fascinating.
Well, all we're trying
And where do you
Exactly.
find this particular sequence of letters in the actual 46 pair?
I don't know. These were just data files we were presented.
Neither do
for
I. I
certain
just thought it
genes.
would be fun to ask.
I'm sure. Yeah. And I know
What's up, Beck
the
number 2?
the professor for the class is working on stuff like that in his research. So
Wow. That's geneticists got to be some very interesting people.
he's a computer scientist.
Oh, well, that's close.
To a geneticist, I don't think so.
Yeah, you just got to give up that binary stuff and go with a base 4.
No.
It's on the
He's
floor.
just been yelling at me all day today. Jesus. I don't know what's up with that shit. I guess because I didn't sleep long enough. So I had a couple more hours of him bitching at me.
Hmm.
TKA. What's up? You should have done TKO. Like you knocking them motherfuckers out, yo.
You know, the Kentucky Atheist, your name is almost an oxymoron.
Yeah, right. It almost is.
You know, there's one joke I heard to Indiana. I moved to Indiana, and my first thought was, you realize people think the same thing about Indiana, don't you?
Yeah.
About what would happen if the Great Indiana-Kentucky War broke out.
You mean people are allowed to breed in Indiana?
A lot of stupid people will die.
No, the people on the Indiana side would like the dynamite and throw it back.
The marriage rate went down because they banned first cousins.
I actually came here for Marty, but the witchcraft freaks me out. Why? Come here for me? For what? Witchcraft freaks me out because you don't know anything about it.
Wait, you're not from Kentucky?
Me?
No, the Kentucky Atheist.
Oh.
Well, they might live
I
in
think
Kentucky.
he's saying he's from Kentucky and Azo is from Indiana. I think is what he's saying.
But wouldn't you say from here? If he was also from there?
Well, he said that's why I chose it, and then you were talking about Indiana, and he said Azo, my co-host, is from there. So I think he means, oh, you're from Indiana? I'm confused. What the fuck?
Aunt Jer,
Well, just
happy
because
he was leaving.
just because he lives in Kentucky doesn't mean he's from there.
Yeah.
I live in Indiana, but I wouldn't say I'm from there. I would say I'm from Pennsylvania.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be from Kentucky and live in Indiana. It's true.
Or from Indiana and live in Kentucky.
Plus,
I have never known a single person.
tonight. I'll tell my dungeon master that.
I
Must have
never
been a
known
greater
single
reward.
person who has moved out of Kentucky to somewhere else. I think they're permanently bound to the borders.
It is a nice state. if you like natural beauty things.
Oh,
and restrictive
And bourbon.
dictatorships.
And bourbon.
oh, very interesting. I mean, Kentucky is one of 5 states that doesn't permit second cousins to be married.
Much to my surprise, Kentucky was also not part of the Confederacy.
Just because we said Kentucky, you went right to fried chicken, bro.
I mean, I'm hungry. I can go for some chicken.
Yeah.
Shh,
like
we don't
good.
talk about meat on this channel. No big meat discussions. Keep your damn meat to yourself.
Okay, well we can.
Oh God,
we
fried
got some
chicken would
eggs.
be wonderful
and-
right now. Oh.
No talk about eggs either. I miss eggs and chicken the most. I really do.
Tater tots.
Tater tots.
Tater
Fucking love
tots.
tater tots.
The universal.
They make
number.
those at work sometimes. I snatch them fuckers up.
A good
love
plate of
tater
disco
tots.
fries.
It is one of the best junk foods on the planet. I love tater tots. I'll even just nuke them just so you can have them quick.
That's a good one, Maya.
I do not endorse Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's what you should have done. Your name should have been the Kentucky Fried Chicken Atheist. Or the Kentucky Fried Atheist.
Fried
Yeah.
atheist, that's good.
The Kentucky Fried Atheist. Yeah, that'd work for me because I'm high all the time.
Wait, why can't you eat chicken or eggs? Are you allergic?
No, because of my kidney.
I'm
I'm down to 1, and I have CKD3A, so
Bless
not
you,
to
you friend
dialysis.
Oh.
First
My
of all,
doctor caught it in time,
Marty is not a girl because she's certainly not under 18.
Yeah.
And your belief that it takes your standards for them to look great is like
Shut
totally egotistical. Why don't you just shut up and go away?
I'll
Yeah,
be
like-
47 in June.
I was thinking about having.
Why are you worried about makeup anyways and what someone's wearing? Who cares?
I was thinking about maybe making the potato Suzette for dinner tonight.
KFC mashed potatoes are freaking fantastic.
Sometimes I go to KFC and I just get a side of mac and cheese and a side of mashed potatoes, but their macaroni and cheese sucks now.
Yeah.
It's
And
good.
What
Neil,
they
you're
did
talking
to it,
making me
the
hungry.
cheese is different. It's full of salt. It tastes fake now. So I'm done with KFC macaroni and cheese now. But yeah, their mashed potatoes and gravy are great, and I will cheat and have like a little gravy on something, that has like the meat juice in it. But I don't. I have eaten one piece of bacon since May of last year.
wow, how restricted is your diet now?
I'm all
Alright.
vegan.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, no eggs, no milk, nothing, no byproducts, no meat, no nothing.
So you're saying it's not entirely true that if you stay off of meat for a long time, it doesn't taste good anymore, huh?
Yeah, no, that bacon was fucking heaven. And I ate that like a month ago, so literally it was 7 months with no meat.
Yeah, it actually
You know
tastes
the best
better
bacon?
when you go that, when you go that
I
long.
begged somebody. I said, I can't take it, man. Give me a fucking piece of that bacon off of there. He said, go ahead. So I took it off, and he goes, no, well, you got to eat it now because, you don't want to throw it away, and I'm not going to eat it because you touched it. And I was like, I tried to get you to just cut it off for me. And I'm holding this piece of bacon, and I was like, fuck it. So I ate it. Yeah, right. Hey, at least I found out the list of foods that I thought I couldn't have that are higher in potassium I can't have. So that puts all like half of my food back into my world. So I found that out.
I actually prefer turkey bacon to regular bacon now.
Ugh.
So long.
You know,
I hate turkey
Ugh.
bacon.
Good. Well
You know-
done bacon, like as close to burnt as possible without actually burning it. That's
Ugh.
I was thinking we should start a new conspiracy theory that the requirement to breathe requiring to breathe isn't true.
I thought they were
Bacon is
going to
number
ban
one
turkey
food people
bacon.
miss when they go vegan/vegetarian. I believe it.
You know what's even worse than turkey bacon? Nothing.
That is not true. Shit on a plate is worse than turkey bacon.
I don't
No,
get bacon
I'll
too
go with
often.
that. I'll go with if someone served you caca, you'd be like, well, at least it's not turkey bacon.
I have not tried fake bacon yet. I'm really scared. I've heard that they can do some amazing shit with it, but I have not tried it yet. I have tried the Impossible products are really fucking good. Like the Impossible chicken patties and Impossible chicken nuggets taste just like fucking Wendy's.
Oh, are they
And
any
Wendy's
good? I've
has
heard
some.
of-
Yeah, and Wendy's actually has really good chicken nuggets. They taste so similar, and the shape is so much the same. It makes me wonder if Wendy's has been feeding people plant-based food this whole time. Like, I literally wonder that right now, because the chicken nuggets taste so much like it.
Oh, kind of like that
The
Buffy
meatballs
episode.
are really, really good. I usually throw them in my air fryer and heat them up really good and get the outside crispy, and then I cut them into like quarters and throw them in my sauce. But they're really good. They taste like meatballs. Yeah, I'm really impressed with their stuff. They took the damn hamburger patties out of my stores. And I gotta drive around town and try to figure out where to find them again.
That sucks.
But that's really saved me having that fake meat to eat. Oh, you're muted, Miss Porpoise.
Still muted.
Still
Sorry, I
muted.
figured most people didn't want to hear me eat cheese.
Mm.
Wendy's better be selling at least one plant-based food product I eat on a regular basis. Because if potatoes aren't plant-based, I'm going to be disappointed.
Would Soylent Green qualify as kosher?
What?
Would Soylent Green qualify as kosher?
Well, I would recommend the potato Suzette for you, but I'm not sure how you would make that in a vegan form because it requires eggs and cheese. I don't know what you'd substitute those two things for.
Well, they make fake cheese and they make fake eggs.
Oh, maybe if you can figure out something that would work as a substitute to get the right consistency for the potato.
But I'm going to tell you something I've learned. If you go to a vegan case and say, hey, I want to try like vegan cheese, don't get the cheap shit. It sucks. You have to spend the money and get the good shit. It's just the way it is. Like I bought American cheese slices that were plant-based, and I bought the really expensive ones, and they were actually really good. There was this little bit weird taste to them. I don't know what kind of plant taste or what it was. I couldn't figure it out. But otherwise, they tasted just like Kraft American singles. They were a little thicker and they didn't melt as easily. So it was somewhere between a slice of real cheddar and the consistency of Kraft cheese that is the easy melty shit.
American cheddar cheese is so bad. It's so bad for you. If it says cheese product on there, then you know you got problems.
No, I don't.
Hold on. I need to correct what you just said. I really do. Cheddar cheese is not awful. Okay, artificial cheese is awful if they say it tastes like cheddar. Cheddar
American
cheese is a very pure cheese, extremely high in calcium and other vitamins, and is perfectly good for you as long as you don't overdo it because it is a fat.
Yeah,
American cheese.
But other than that, it's great.
Sharp cheddar, good sharp cheddar is great.
No, it's American cheese is crap.
Yeah,
no, American
Velveeta
cheese is the
not
cheap
cheese.
slices.
Yeah.
That's American cheese. People eat American cheese.
I eat American
Gross.
cheese. It's my favorite for a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes.
On putty bread.
Look,
So-
Marty, if you are a grilled cheese fan, I'm not going to try to convince Jenny because she's hard-headed and older than me, so I know she's not going to change it.
I'll do good for cheese.
Try sometime some either Colby Jack, or my favorite is put Havarti and some mild cheddar on it.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I have a question for Jenny. How much did the Wisconsin Board of Dairy pay for you to give that message?
Oh, I get 5 pounds of cheese a month. I wish it would be more, but you know what the heck.
Are they looking for anyone to help spread the message?
I don't know, but I will certainly give you a call if they do. And yeah, man, I've had grilled cheddar and I like that fine. I do, but American horrible non-actual cheese. You know, there is American cheese that is legitimate cheese.
Ooh,
Did
you
you
know
know
what's
that?
really good cheese? Beecher's cheddar or the Beehive cheddar. Those are both really good.
Farmer's cheese.
Never
is
heard
pretty
of
good,
it.
too.
I've also mixed my where I've put grilled cheddar and the non-cheese American.
I hate Gouda. I think
Why?
Gouda tastes fucking like oily, waxy something.
I thought it was pretty Gouda.
No, I don't think it's very Gouda at all.
Even like
I don't like it.
Gouda.
Yeah, if
Meatless chicken nuggets. There you go.
Yeah, if you want to try this brand, it's actually not bad. I tried them once. They're kind of pricey for me to keep buying them, but they're based on a miso protein. So basically, it's protein extracted from fungi.
Yeah, the fungus nuggets.
Huh. Really?
They're not bad though. But it's a good
Yeah.
vegan. It's a good vegan alternative for you if you want to try them.
Cool. I'll keep it in mind. Thank you. I'll see if we have. I don't think I've ever seen that in stores. I feel like I've seen that maybe on Amazon.
You'll find them in the frozen fruit section if they're anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a huge, and you'd think we would because we live in like a kind of like artsy, eclectic kind of fucking community, and you'd think we would have like better vegan options, but you have to go to like Whole Foods or someplace similar to that, and it's just so expensive. And the Whole Foods here is a bitch to get in and out of in a pickup truck. Like you want to have a Mini Cooper.
Oh,
to feel
hey,
comfortable in the parking lot.
we're talking about food here. I got a question that's been bothering me. Network internet, do your thing here and explain to me why or how it's possible that a dill pickle, will have 0 calories. How is that possible?
It doesn't have 0 calories. It
says right on the label it does.
It's because they can label it as 0 calories if it has fewer than 6 calories.
Okay, fine. How does it have 0% how 0 calories?
It doesn't. They can label it as having 0 calories if it has less is 6 or less calories.
I don't know that it has 6 or less. It says 0, so it's 0.
Cheese is just, but yes. Well,
Yes,
yeah,
that's very
kind
true.
of, yeah.
Well, you
It's
would
bacteria
certainly know
added to
bacteria now,
whey.
wouldn't you?
It's bacteria added to whey. No
Fucking
way.
milk fat.
I don't drink milk. Milk is gross. I don't put milk in my cereal.
I drink half and half.
In cereal?
Yeah.
That seems like
I
a
use
lot.
it as sex wax.
Fuck me.
What?
I get that
The
reaction so often.
asshole uses whipping cream,
Blessed-
that thick
blessed
ass
be
heavy
he-
cream for his coffee.
Oh,
It's too
blessed
thick for
boy,
Oh, I put
you need
I
to
use
understand
fucking ice
that
cream in my
that
espresso.
you
No,
are
that sounds good.
always eating bacteria. Everything you eat has bacteria. You are filled with bacteria. In fact, your bacteria
Have bacteria.
makes up they say about what, a third of your body weight.
Yeah,
And
Bacteria
by the
humans
way,
have in them.
your
So
mouth has
don't
more
act this-
bacteria
this,
than
this
your asshole.
holier than
How do you
thou
like
crap
that?
about bacteria, you idiot. Jeez.
There's literally more bacteria in your mouth than your ass. So pick on cheese all you want. Cheese has less bacteria in it than your mouth does.
Cheese is delicious.
Cheese is good.
But I was just hungry and looking for something to eat, so I went and got some cheese I had.
Oh,
No,
actually,
cheese
we're mostly bacteria. We're only about 43% in human.
Hey, don't knock bacteria. It's the only culture some people have.
That was pretty good.
God damn, every month my damn landlord wants the rent early. What the fuck?
Well, that reminds me I need to get my rent out.
I mean, she's in like tight shit right now, and I get that, but damn.
I don't pay rent. I live where I work. So
Yeah.
I live in the cat room at my work, so yeah, it's true. That's where I live.
That's
Well,
awesome.
Yeah, after my divorce, I didn't have any place to go, and my ex-husband moved in with his now soon-to-be ex-girlfriend, and soft and blue. And my boss was just like, "Move in here and save up." I'm like, "Okay." So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Fuck
It works.
Yeah. The cat room runs. Sorry,
It's true.
Dirty Rodent.
That is true. I did hear about that, Aaron. Yep.
Oh, please, no. I don't want to hear about it again.
Nerdy Rodent. The cat room runs.
Sorry, Dirty Rodent. They're safe. Don't worry about it. They're behind the door. We're cool.
Hitler's doctor gave him fecal transfusions.
You know, I wouldn't
He
be
should have.
surprised.
Was he like Trump only eat McDonald's, like the 1940 version of McDonald's?
Dude.
Well, apparently the doctor didn't know the difference between an anus and an ear because he certainly was full of shit in his head.
Now I'm hungry. I need to find something to eat for my D&D game. I don't know what I have.
No, I'm not going to tell you. If you don't know science enough to know that, I'm not going to tell you anything or teach you anything, you religious freak.
Blessed
Like
be,
science.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just hungry. What are you talking about?
No. I was talking to blessed be idiot.
blessed be he, knock it off, or I'm going to teach you how to do proofs by induction.
Maynard saves. What's up, Maynard?
Maynard? What's up, buddy?
You're the one who
Peace.
told us to ignore Blessed Be He, and you're the one who's been focusing on her the most.
She's not bothering me. She's fine.
I am.
Oh my goodness. You guys
I
are too
can't.
much.
I cannot wait for the new Dune movie to come out
How come?
because I like Dune.
Oh, well, okay.
I haven't seen any of the newer ones. I heard the first one was actually good.
And I liked the book, although Frank Herbert
Lost your mommy.
was very much a product of his time. And Dune is
As are
essentially.
we all.
How can you not like a book that the person wrote because he always thought there should be a warning about charismatic leaders?
You are just trying to push buttons right now, BBH. That's funny.
All right, BBH.
I'm
Let's
reading
say-
Frankenstein right now. It's very, very good.
Let's say you want to prove that 1 + 2 + 3 + ... plus something up to n is equal to n times n + 1 all over 2.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up,
I like your
401?
I like your cartoon.
You mean the penguin? Yeah.
Oh, it moves its mouth when you talk. Oh, that's cute.
Yep.
We still want a rabbit
Jenny,
for Easter.
Yeah.
answer to your question. The regular Soylent Green is not kosher for humans, but Soylent Green made of flat earthers is kosher for humans and penguins.
Well, okay. I would have figured that they'd be very low on protein and other essential vitamins, but okay, if you say so.
Well, kosher is about how it's prepared, not whether or not it's good for you.
You know, blessed, you could find that out in about 10 milliseconds on Google. Why don't you go type it in, atomic number of carbon, and see how long it takes to come up.
What does that have to do with atheists or atheism?
Nobody knows. I just thought I could get rid of them for a while. Okay.
No, I meant the carbon atomic number of carbon. It's 12. What does that have to do with atheism? You just look at the periodic table.
Well, now that we've killed that conversation.
Now, the first thing you want to do is show that this is true for a certain number of base cases. So why don't you work out if that formula works for the sum of 1 + 2 + 3? I already know it does, but
Carbon proves there are no gods. Checkmate, theist.
Sandy, you can make a leather jacket out of rodent skin. What?
Whoa!
Well, I suppose if you have enough rodents.
yeah, or a large enough rodent.
Yeah, give me just whip me out a couple of those
Capybaras?
gamma bears, yes.
All right, good. I'm gonna head out. I got a D&D game in a minute. So it was good to see you guys.
Pretty sure the atomic number for carbon is not 6.
Bye. Nice
Bye.
to have met you.
It was nice to see you guys. I'll see you later, Beck. Have a good one.
Bye.
Oh, Beck didn't even hear me. And you're muted. I gotta go. I got D&D in a minute.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Good to see you guys.
Later.
Of course. Bye, you
Good to
guys.
see you too.
I was playing Vampire the Masquerade LARP last night.
Oh, fun.
6 electron. What?
It's one of those numbers games that religious freaks play, pretending that numbers predict the future and shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the atomic number of carbon has to do with anything, though.
It's like, I know what they think it is. There's like 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons in one of the isotopes, and that's why they're full of shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
They think it's a mark of the beast.
Hey,
rather
blessed
than a
be
coincidence.
chemist
sorry.
guy. Why don't you explain to us where helium comes from?
I get the atomic number of carbon wrong. Yes, I did.
This is why I love Jur in the chat.
Yeah, the atomic number of carbon and that little coincidence with the 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons is completely different. It's not the same number. And you be made of carbon too, Mr. Blessed be He.
Mrs.
Oh,
It's a woman.
Mrs. Blessed be He. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Yes, and I'm sure it's very significant that the tilt of the Earth is 23.4 degrees.
Okay.
66.6 on the other side.
Well-
it's not that. It's a little bit different, but
I know, but
yeah,
I can't
they-
even do simple math. 23, never mind.
Well,
First
you
of all,
know,
it's just rounding, and secondly, it's just
well, you know, if you're feeling depressed and feeling worthless, just remember you're made of atoms. You matter.
Yep.
Ooh.
We all matter.
I'm more plasma. All right, Enter.
It just keeps getting funnier and funnier as the chat goes on.
listen. Say,
Jared, I think they need a blessing from Satan. Can you do that, please?
listen. I think we should stop dragging my spirit brother's blood through the name like that. All of our spirit brother.
The Bible couldn't even spell its own name. It's spelled Buybull.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Shorter version is BYBUL. Mm-hmm. Reactive, huh? I don't know. You sound like you are more learned about the topic than I, sir. How many protons / neutrons?
Who
Okay.
cares?
It's meaningless. The only time it matters is when you're actually doing chemistry. And the only reason why I knew the whole 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons thing was because we have debunked and watched so much bullshit over the years. That's where I heard it.
Yay, nerdy.
Oh my
Hey,
god,
you
what
can-
did you say?
Hey, you can learn love from watching bullshit. What you can say? We're debunking it.
Clay who?
Perfect.
Clay who? That guy from American Idol?
The Bible also says, "Happy is he who dasheth his little ones against the rocks."
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
one
yeah,
of the
that's
last
right.
times I was in
Yes.
church.
Don't forget the bears.
preacher
Don't forget
was,
the bears.
I was so upset with what was going on at work when the preacher came up against that psalm, and basically he said, "And we shall not utter the what comes next," as he tried to skip over it. I said, "Dash the little ones against the rocks," as loud as I possibly could scream it.
Good job.
That was the last time you were allowed in there, huh?
The Bible says a lot of things. That doesn't mean
No.
we should base our life off of it.
No,
Yeah, true.
actually, I wound up leaving that place probably a few months later. It was the Sunday before the election, and the preacher was like, "You vote for Obama? You're a Nazi." And I was like, "Cold believe of
Voting for the black guy makes you a Nazi?
as I walked out of the church singing the Israeli national anthem in Hebrew.
It's a shame that.
Hey, Aunt Jer,
Well,
you say that blessed is forgotten, that they don't want to hear blah blah. You know, it seems that you've forgotten that you have the powers of muting for a period of time as you wish.
Well, I told Jer to be polite until it's too much. So
She's been very polite.
because Jer has no patience, she'll just be like, "Nope, kick him."
You know what I feel most sorry
There's
about
a
for
lot of that.
the true heavy duty religious zealots is the fact that they have removed everything else from their life. That's all they can think about, do something with, or socialize with other people who are it, and that it's the whole center of everything that they know and are. It's just so sad of how much of, if they're supposedly so in love with their God and their Jesus that created everything because they're so intelligent, then why the hell aren't you out there enjoying what your God made instead of proselytizing and pretending that you're something important?
You mean they should go outside and go to a park rather than harass people on the internet?
Well,
what a
they're
novel idea.
either there or the corner bar.
They'd have more fun in a park or a bar than actually just getting angry at everyone on the internet.
I'm thinking Ned Flanders really needs to get laid.
Or here's an idea for all the Christians that get mad on the internet: go to church. Get off the internet. Go to church. They'll talk to you there. Say the same shit that you say, and everybody can hear the same shit over and over again, and everybody can backstroke each other.
And front stroke each other.
Sorry, backhand each other.
What's
difference.
actually interesting about that is you have preachers that come up with 52 sermons, and then they never write another one again. And then a Christian runs into a Jew that knows the New Testament better than that Christian, to the point where they scream, "You're making us all feel like pagans." So
Lovely.
if they go to church and there's someone who actually read the book, they might and not just the parts that tell them how to hate people, they might actually learn something. I'm not saying it's applicable everywhere, but if you're going to make people miserable with that book, you should learn it first.
Yes, there you go, Aaron. Dump your belongings and wander in poverty. Doing charity for others was what little you have. Do that. Go do that.
Yep. What must I do to enter heaven? Give up your belongings, give everything to the poor, and take up the implement by which you will be nailed to it and die horribly and follow me. That's a paraphrase.
Mr. McKenna. Agreed. If God is so God, how come the followers keep blowing people up and fucking kids and stuff? So you follow a religion that is followed by the majority of child molesters and shit.
Well, high-profile ones, anyway.
Okay, well,
No, the statistics say that it's preachers, teachers, blah blah blah.
I'll be right back.
well, my
Yep.
DMs are on Twitter
Bunch
are
of white
open,
people,
so
bunch of
if
white
you
guys.
if you want to get rid of your worldly possessions, just send me your bank account. It's fine.
I'll simply take your bank account routing number. That's good enough for me.
You know what? Empty your bank account into the NAFO 69 Sniffing Brigade. Because the Ukrainians need the support. And we can kill fascists with it too. Because that's where it's going, to help Ukrainians so that they can kill fascists.
Yeah, that.
Actually,
Oh,
people
I don't
just
know.
use religion to justify being shit to each other for the most part.
I think, Jason, you would have that would depend on what faction of what religion you are. Because every religion has like 20 different fucking variations or 100 different variations or whatever. So I don't know. It would depend. Can I put salvation on layaway?
Only in Scientology.
That's
I'm still with
interesting
this
to
one.
know.
I want fucking cake. That sounds so good right now.
I like the the crumpets that you get at the gas station, the butterscotch crumpets.
Butterscotch crumpets.
Yeah.
Never heard of butterscotch crumpets.
I agree with this. If education was a priority in our country, religion wouldn't make it. If we truly taught people critical thinking and taught them the truth and actual history and not whatever we decide to teach them in the area we live in, it'd be very different.
Assuming people have the motivation to learn.
Yeah, then there's
You
that.
can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Not everybody learns the same way either.
Yeah.
I just want one to show me the evidence, the actual incontrovertible evidence and physics behind the flood.
You can't have a global flood. You can only have a local flood.
Yeah, how the hell did this planet not turn into a mini sun from that?
They actually have worked that out. That's what the heat problem is about.
And then
Yeah, I
once you've
know.
explained the flood to me, I want you to explain how this family of 5, 6, 8 people repopulated the entire earth, and what kind of behavior did that require?
And where did all this
Yep.
water come from and where'd it
There
go?
was a flood. It was some dude on a raft with a few goats and cows. It was probably 1 in 1,000-year flood on the Tigris or Euphrates. They got washed out to sea, and then they washed up back into shore, and there was no global flood, so they found people to mate with. If there was a flood of, that kind of proportion, but not global flood. That's stupid.
Oh yeah, we've had some pretty massive floods happen in history. But
Virtually every religion or cultural establishment, certainly not all, but almost everyone that you talk about in the majors with anthropologists and stuff, and they all say, well, every one of them's had a big flood, giant flood, and they all talk about it too.
It's
Really,
almost like floods are a common human experience because we like to live near water.
Yeah.
yeah, and
It
even
keeps us alive.
we can actually see in geology the after effects of floods. So if there was a global flood, we should see that all over the planet.
I just want to say that I have pondered this thought as well, that with all the fishermen and all the people that moved everything by boat back then, that was pretty much the main way to do it. If you could do it by boat, it was a lot better than trying to pull it down the road with a fucking ox. It was faster. It was easier. So how come only those people lived? Nobody else had boats.
Let's see. They sank. I want these guys to explain to me, where did the water come from and where did it go? Considering that we all know that there's no more water being made, that everything you've drunk or swam or peed in, it's been swam in, drunk, or peed in before. So
Yeah, I said that.
Thousands of times. Yep.
So explain to me where all this water suddenly occurred from.
How was the boat able to structurally hold up? And we've tried building
Yeah,
boats not even as large, and they need to be reinforced with metal to survive.
the largest wooden boat was built in New England by New England Shipwrights, and it basically sunk. I'm
So, if
gonna
Noah's
look
Ark
up the
were
name
true,
of
why
it.
doesn't every mammal species on Earth show signs of a severe genetic bottleneck about 4,400 years ago?
Mm.
Or 2,400?
Because the flood legend is basically built off of some dude with a raft who got washed out to sea, found land again, and passed it down to future generations, and there was no giant global flood.
And we can even see, looking at the cheetahs, a good example of how an extreme bottleneck can affect a species. They're basically clones of each other almost.
And
Well,
if there was a flood and it was worldwide and everybody was wiped out, first of all, gee, what a nice God you have. But secondly, how did they repopulate the continents that are so far away across an ocean? With since you guys own no more than a rowboat back then.
Oh wait! I remember this one from
Oh.
Nephilim 3. It was
Oh my-
volcanoes shooting the animals across most of the different continents.
Oh,
out
really?
there. Yeah.
Really?
Have you heard
And they
Nephilim-
survived the landing.
And they survived.
See,
Have you
and that's
heard-
how roast beef was
Tough
born.
fucking animals. Wish they don't make them like that anymore.
Have you heard Nephilim Free's latest arguments?
No, I haven't.
Go ahead.
He's come up with the idea that because we can basically use something as an OR gate, therefore it is an OR gate. He has
What is an
misunderstood the
OR
entire
gate?
basis of DNA computing. OR gate. They're used in electronics.
Oh.
Yeah, it's up right up there with
Oh,
if
like
then
a
if then
logic
else.
gate.
Yeah,
Logic
it is.
gate.
It is
Okay.
a logic gate, but it's a specific type, the OR gate. So he's decided that because this thing is used in some DNA computing applications as an OR gate, therefore it is an OR gate. He's totally misunderstood. We've engineered it to do this.
You know, Porters, you're just making everybody's brain bleed and ache and stuff. We're not too smart as you are.
It's not even that hard. He's just saying, he's basically saying because this thing can be used as this thing, therefore it is
that
this
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think that the guy you're talking about is the originator of the idea that they put the fucking koalas in the volcanoes and it just flew, because I remember Thunderfoot was making fun of
Oh, I'm sure he wasn't the one who
God.
came up with it.
God, I'm trying to
what-
remember the dude's name. The piece
I was
of
wondering-
shit,
What kind of sighting system the volcanoes use to have those targets hit so perfectly on sight?
God magic. Obviously, it's God magic.
But
And the
Nephilim Free,
perfect spot where the ground was nice and spongy so they could bounce.
Nephilim Free,
Oh,
Nephilim Free is kind of an idiot.
So if you're still listening there, whatever your blessed name is, there's a lot of questions you just can't answer. So
We could go on for hours with that shit.
And we've probably heard it all before.
Yes, I'm sure we have. Man, bridges that exist in some places, not all, more in the Ice Age. That is science dispersal of humans supersized by creationists.
And why is it that God only speaks person to person to people who are such obsessives when it comes to controlling other people? Doesn't talk to anybody else, just those kind of guys.
Right, right.
You know, like
She's
you.
probably making dinner for her fucking 6 kids. God damn,
Well,
Jason. It's
You know, like
hilarious.
I said, if you got an omniscient being speaking to you, all you have to do is relay the answer to 2 questions, and I'll believe there's more going on than just your own mind.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll also
There
be
could
happy.
actually be just someone lying and not even legit hallucinating.
If you are speaking to God, tell me, does P equal NP, and then provide me a proof quietly.
What is infinity plus 1?
Infinity.
Yeah.
Infinity is a concept, not a number.
Yeah, I know you know that.
Shut up, Porpoise. We're fucking with people. Like me. Who don't know. You want me to ask God if PP equals P?
No. Saying that. No. Never mind. I certainly wasn't planning to get $1 million if she had a direct line to God.
Cousins? Oh, well, then it's okay.
In several states in the U.S., actually, that is true. It is okay. There's only so many you can do the first cousin thing, but that's yeah.
I learned a number that was a little upsetting. I trust it's accurate, but I don't know if it's current, so which means accurate. Well, anyway, I understand there's 42 states where where child marriage is allowed and no bottom number is assigned.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, it's fewer than that.
I
Why
would
can't-
hope that's not the case. And
No,
if
it's
it
fewer
was
than
the
that.
case, I would at least hope it would be with children of the similar age and not dirty adults.
Actually, I think it's 42 where it's allowed in 6 states where there's no bottom number.
Yeah, that sounds more accurate.
Dropping my pistachios.
Those are good. Those are.
This is very stalker. Blessed be he is probably printing out screenshots of Marty and making a scrapbook out of the pics, complete with dried macaroni adornments.
Oh, sure, you are so.
Please tell me there's stickers and glitter. There has to be stickers and glitter. Oh my god.
Are the
that's
stickers
hilarious.
unicorn stickers?
I'm glad Marty wasn't here to hear that bit creep her out for sure.
Did you see when they asked the congressmen and whoever it was, senators or whatever, they were talking about this ruling? And they said, well, what about IVF? You're actually keeping people from having kids now. And they were like, oh, we'll talk about that some other time. Or another one was like, well, and just started talking about something totally different. All of them. None of them had an answer for it.
That whole thing is absolutely stupid. Oh, and by the way, here's a little hint, right? According to Jewish tradition, for the purposes of punishing someone for taking the life of a baby, the baby has to have drawn its first breath. Life, for that purpose, starts at birth. And the reason, well, can you imagine it? You don't know if a child's going to be born. It's the fucking Bronze Age, and miscarriages and mothers dying in childbirth and all kinds of complications are so common. We don't know. So how are you going to take a life? And of course, Book of Numbers, chapter 5, verse 11 through 22, basically charges the Levitical priests with inducing a miscarriage if a husband thinks his wife has been unfaithful.
Mhm.
Gotta love the tap dance on that
Yes.
one.
There's also a part of the Bible that tells you if you don't like a part of you, then remove it and throw it away, so you can be happier as you. So that does a lot for some people in this community.
My favorite part of the Bible is where they're going through all these boring Jewish census numbers, and then they go off into a story about a talking donkey.
Ian, I will guess Italy.
It's almost as if whoever wrote that story into the Bible was getting sick of what they were writing and just wanted to see if people were paying attention.
Oh, the rabbis have actually noticed that there's a lot of commentary on it too.
What, the Balaam story?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense where it is.
Oh. It's close to Italy. Like across that bay? Austria.
So in the chat, we have France, Bulgaria, Macedonia, Sweden was already tried, Cyprus.
Don't
I'll-
tell
I'll-
me
let's
it's
be talking.
Vatican City.
I'll
Don't
go
tell me it's Vatican City with
I'll
the
go
lowest age
Austria.
of consent.
I'll go Austria and or Hungary.
Switzerland?
The Vatican, Crete. Yep, the Vatican.
Well, Switzerland was the last Western European country to give women the right to vote in 1970.
Wow.
Also, I think the last to do away with capital punishment.
Hopefully none. Crazy bastards. That's you're right, Jason. That is disgusting.
Sumami, there's a reason they don't give tours.
You might find the kids in the cages.
Or worse.
Jenny. Oh my goodness.
The Vatican City is where they send all the priests that they want to
9.
cover up for.
Holy crap.
Wow. Yeah, right, Jason. No field trips to the Vatican.
And that's where they send all the priests that are about to be arrested.
Oh, we got a whole camp of them about 45 minutes away from me. They turned a seminary into a housing, an old seminary into a housing area for pedophilic priests. Yeah, I'm sure I was close enough.
Oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they do have to be somewhere, and
Yeah, they hit
I
him out
find
here
it-
in New Mexico. They put him in a little tiny ass town, built a big, huge, fancy ass church. And the people there are like fucking poor as dirt. They have nothing. But they have to live next to those priests now.
I remember hearing
Now
something like
there
that.
is a fake country called Sealandia where someone just commandeered an oil rig.
Yep.
Why can't we send all the pedo priests there?
Why are you going to torture those guys? I heard they're a nice group of people.
No, I mean to an abandoned oil rig. It doesn't have to be Sealandia.
Oh, not theirs specifically. Okay.
Listen, I'm still wondering why we can't just send Elon Musk to Mars.
Yeah, his
Don't
plan. And he was planning a one-way trip.
And he is such a piece of shit that he basically tweeted a picture of Stalin.
Huh? I think I missed that.
Isn't it usually around 9 years old when they make little boys altar boys in the church, in the Catholic Church?
No idea.
Never entertained
feel like it's 8 or 9.
Catholicism. Wouldn't know.
I mean, growing up, my brothers were fucking altar boys for God only knows how long. Oh, yes. And the priest did try to molest both of them. So there you go.
Sick bastards.
Yep. Gave them alcohol when they were like 12.
And remember when they started using or started having altar girls and the incredible uproar it was?
Yep. What's that place called, Sumami? I guess for them it would be hell, wouldn't it? Fucked up thing is a lot of Christians think that if they were saved or if they believe in God and they pray or whatever, they can just do whatever they want, including killing people. They'll tell you that. Oh, I can kill people. It's okay. I'll go to heaven. What? No, I don't think it works like that. Oh, yeah, he'll forgive me because, I was saved. No, I don't think it works like that.
Since March of 1994, permitted female altar servers. I was 14 then.
I was
Trying to save a Christian or shave a Christian? Which one is that?
I was a junior in high school,
And when? What year?
1994.
Jesus had a foot fetish.
94. My God. I already had a kid and was just got out of the army.
Well, listen, I'm sure going into the army was. I'm not even sure what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think I was going somewhere.
Mongolian box death sentence is the craziest capital punishment ever. At least one denomination declares once saved, always saved. Jenny, stop that.
It's not me, sweetie.
Oh. Porpoise, stop that. I don't know who to go to next. Commander, stop that. Mage, stop that.
Well,
What am I doing?
was muted and I have a AI denoiser, so someone can be mumbling or in the background I can be playing maracas and you'll never hear it.
So,
What style of
Sumami's like,
maracas?
you won't believe it. Google it if you want. Huh. I'm not sure I want to know what you're talking about right now, Beck, with that one. Do they put you in a box and leave you out in the middle of the desert till you die? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Look at that. Recently in Spain, there were 350,000 priests investigated for child abuse. Wow. Hey, just Google it. It looks sadistic as fuck. I'm sure it does. I can't even imagine, man.
What are you Googling?
Mongolian box torture.
I was
Oh,
looking
okay.
that
No,
up.
thank you.
And they just stick them in a box, stick them out in the middle of the fucking desert, and just leave them there.
Yeah, that'd be pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Basically-
hadn't take me, I just want my head, brains blown out or something like that.
Basically
rather
a-
than
Of course
starve
not.
to death.
Yeah, basically a coffin prison.
Yeah, not torture, death sentence. Sorry. Yeah, Mongolian box death. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. That's fucked up. '94, you were in a circus. Michael,
Whether it's an Iron
up?
Maiden or a box, you're still in that area, aren't you?
yeah, you're still dying out there, no matter
So
what.
basically, they sit in a box and die of starvation.
It's sad that they give a box such a bad name.
All right, sun went down. I'm gonna close my door real quick. I'll be right back.
94, you were in second grade? Oh my God.
I imagine the lack of water might get them first before the starvation hits in.
Most likely. Because you can go without food a lot longer than you can go without water.
Some 3 days can kill somebody, some people, but there's are cases of people going significantly further, like 7 days or more. Not a lot more, but you know.
Yeah, I imagine it depends on environmental conditions. Okay, I guess that killed the conversation.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, torture really isn't.
I was trying to get back over here.
No one really wants to be the type of person who can chat pleasantly about torture.
Yeah, it's kind of like, do I really want to think about dying?
Different ways
in
they
a
torture
box
people?
with my own, covered in my own feces, starving to death? Not really.
Well, maybe we could
Okay.
start a new channel where we focus on just one subject, and it could be named I don't know, the lighter side of torture, something like that.
Okay, well, if you prefer, I'll just talk about Lauren Kavanaugh.
I don't know who that is.
Who?
Lauren Kavanaugh is dubbed the girl in the closet. She is taken by her mother from her foster mother due to some paperwork errors. And then the mother with her boyfriend locked the kid in the closet and just took her out for sexual use. And
Well, that's
she was
probably why
basically-
she was in foster care.
she was basically the mother actually gave him up, but she took her back. But when the police came, had been eating feces off of the carpet in the closet, and she was so malnourished they didn't even realize it was an 8-year-old kid, and they had to do series of reconstructive surgeries for her two bottom openings, because her anus and her vaginal opening had become just one opening due to all the sexual abuse.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
That's horrible.
Oh
we
my
need to get
god,
you some new
that's-
hobbies, Mage.
You really need to start looking up different shit, bro.
You really need to not talk about some things on live.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
May I suggest taking up Python programming?
More recently, she grew up. And she's an adult now, and unfortunately, she ended up molesting another child herself. And they decided they couldn't charge her because of the mental. She was
How
mentally
fucked up
yeah.
she is, yeah.
Yeah,
Mental plea, yep. Like literally, she's probably fucking nuts.
yeah. She's mentally.
She was in the closet for how long?
6 years.
6 years? They started doing it to her when she was 2?
2 to 8 years old. Yeah,
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
and they had other kids in the house too.
trying not to puke right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Medieval times at a torture museum you can visit while waiting for your dinner show. Wow. I think that would not make me want to eat very much. But I bet you their liquor fucking sales are high.
That's probably why it was there.
Sure. Mage, might I suggest basket weaving?
Hey, I suggested Python programming. That's
Just
certainly
find
makes one
another
I need
great.
hobby,
to
bro,
learn
really.
Python for Blender because Blender uses Python.
What do you need to know about Python?
I haven't written any code since 2018. Basically, all of it.
I haven't written any code for over an hour.
Oh well, fuck that, Porpoise. You need to get back to the books.
Oh, I really need a break from this. I spent
Recycling
days just
roaches? Are you talking about like the bugs or what's left over from a joint? I'm totally into recycling joint leftovers. Fuck yeah. Throw that shit in a fucking jar and wait till you're desperate or the dealer's not. See, I don't have that problem anymore though, because I have money and it's legal here. So I'm never out.
Oh, and next week at the DSA, we're probably going to do Karens that need tasing or another mud fossil.
Oh yeah, sorry about not giving a trigger warning on that.
Yeah. Really don't care about the taste, but the high is superb. Yeah, right. God is great. We're talking about like torture and child abuse. Beck says God is great. Yeah, ain't he a fucking peach, huh? No, don't die yet. I don't want to go outside for another lighter. Motherfucker. That's not good. I mean, I do kill lighters pretty fast, but...
All right, international education going on here. Sumami
What?
and Ling.
Let me see.
You guys.
Tsunami, it's a cultural thing. And, you know, that's what you're dealing with here.
That's exactly what it is. Trigger, as in needs a trigger warning. Like something that can cause someone to lapse back into past shit and put them in a very bad state. So we call it a trigger warning. You warn people, hey, this could trigger something. Okay.
Post-traumatic stress disorder, bad memories. I hope that no one has to live through this stuff that was described
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trauma response. Yes. Thank you. Joints. Is that, are you trying to cause a weed trigger? Make people smoke more?
I miss having joints. It's just too expensive now, and the way they sell pot is just not conducive to rolling it.
Yeah, the joints
let the
these
flower
days
grow,
are like
there's a
3
lot of-
grams.
They got to let the flower grow and have all the spindly and seedy portions of it, because that's where all the good rolling stuff is found. You know, yeah, there's a lot of resin in the area by the seeds, but you know, it's just this crumbly little shit that you can't do anything with,
Yeah.
except stuff it in a pipe or a one hitter.
My God, tater tots sounds so good right now.
Man.
I got
Shut
some
the
tater
fuck up
tots.
with your tater tots, Umami. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Germany just legalized. Hey, cool.
Oh, peace.
Tater
Nice.
tots were illegal in Germany?
No. Weed. Tater tots were illegal. Porpoise, you just got 2 points. Keep track. Oh, man. I don't want to go.
Wait, now I'm confused. Weed just became legal, or tater tots just became legal?
Both.
Both. Yeah. You beat it to me by a millisecond. Oh my goodness. They are issued with good intent. What's this say? To give trauma survivors or people who struggle with mental health conditions a chance to prepare themselves to see the content or alternatively to choose to avoid. Peace, Jason. Have fun wherever you're going. Probably like Ember or something.
Bye-bye, Jason.
Oh.
That reminds me, I need to start. Need to go back to that old Redeem Zoomer video I have and get something done for that. But I've been busy.
Yeah.
He's just recycling a Dr. Jason Mile argument and not understanding it.
You probably should, Beck. Sorry, go ahead.
Kind of fits on the channel because Jason Mile is trying to say fractals prove God, which they don't.
Fractals prove God now, huh?
He's
Who
trying
was
to
saying
say
that?
Dr. Jason Mile saying because that someone had to be intelligent to put the patterns in fractals.
Fractals are God.
Yes, and therefore fractals prove that God exists somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that's how fractals work.
It's just that the special magical group of numbers and just, oh my God, look what they do.
They make nice, pretty patterns. That's what they do.
Yes.
Make something all right.
That's don't bogart that joint, my friend, comma, pass it over to me.
Yeah, manners, Beck, manners.
Yeah.
It's going to be so weird. It's been so long since I've worked a night shift. Go to work at 9 p.m.
It'd be really weird to work the night shift in my job.
You got to work tonight?
Tomorrow night. Monday through Thursday night. 410s. Which I'm looking forward to having a 3-day weekend every week. Uh-oh. Thank you, Crystal.
Oh, right. That's
McKenna and Jur are going at it over there.
Well, now, be nice, you guys. We don't want any hard feelings around here.
Yeah, no fighting in the chat now.
Yeah.
See, but that's why I hate trying to have serious conversations sometimes in the chat, because people will like leave out words or shorten it so it's not so long, and then you leave out stuff and
it
then
can be hard.
It's misinterpreted because someone doesn't understand. There's no inflection, no tone of voice.
Yeah, it can be very difficult to have a conversation verbally versus in chat. That can be difficult.
I find it very difficult to stop writing after the limited number of characters were allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. 120 fucking bullshit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, on Twitter, you can do a whole lot more now, but you just got to pay Elon some, what, $10, $15, $20 a month or some crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elon can.
Spackle. Hi, Spackle.
Elon,
Hey,
can,
HS, what's up?
Elon can take a one-way ticket to Mars on one of his own Cybertrucks.
SpaceX.
No, Cybertrucks. SpaceX can send it into orbit, but
Are you serious, Majestic? Is that what it really translates to? Well, oh, I don't have to ask.
I
I can
don't
go
know.
look myself. Duh.
I don't think so.
Well, we'll find out.
Well, how about an anime recommendation? I recommend Chainsaw Man. I almost passed that one up because I thought a story about a guy who fights demons with chainsaws coming out of his hands and face. It sounded stupid, but it's actually turned out to be really good anime.
Are you sure there
Really?
isn't? There probably is a bee-themed superhero.
No idea.
Yeah, there's one called Bumblebee, but it's not a man, it's a woman.
Oh, Bumblebee's a good character from DC. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Does she sting you with her ass?
No, she has these blasters that are like stingers. And I think in some versions she can shrink down in
God
size.
damn it. Spit it out. Where is it?
And her outfit is the same color as Booster Gold's.
Oh, black and yellow color. I mean,
Well,
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
looks blue and yellow from where I'm sitting, but
maybe they changed it. Who knows?
Guess it could be whatever in yellow, but it has to be some dark color, right? Wasn't there somebody else that did? Oh, there was the Hornet. Wasn't there a guy named the Hornet back in the day?
Yep, Hornet.
the Green Hornet I don't think is bee themed though.
Oh, Green Hornet. That's it.
Green Hornet. I think he might be in. Let me.
I don't know who
That's
has the
what I
rights.
was thinking.
Who has that?
Transformer.
I don't know who has the rights now. But the Green Hornet was a pulp character originally,
Yeah.
as was the Shadow.
Listen to Dynamic Entertainment. Okay.
Every Transformer film is absolutely awful. I loved those cartoons when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't like those Michael Bay movie Transformers.
Yeah.
The Transformers themselves are a visual mess.
Hey, at least they didn't kill off Optimus Prime non-heroically. Just to sell more toys.
Green AMC Hornet, huh? Yep, I've seen the Gremlins before, like in person. Never known one that somebody owned one, but I've seen them, like, friend of a friend of a friend of a friend or something.
My mother owned one.
Yeah?
I mean, they're very much a late 70s car, but
Yes. Hit the buttons, damn it. All of you.
my keyboard's right here. Would you like me to hit some buttons?
It's okay, don't. No, Gremlins had the weird back on them.
That was Pacers.
Was it a Pacer?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I wasn't never really into those kind of cars. I was always into, 1970s. Yes, you're correct, Mom. I was always into Camaros.
Well, let's see if we're talking about superheroes. How about the Japanese superhero hentai Kamen? He's the son of a fallen cop in a dominatrix, and when he puts on women's used underwear on his face, he unlocks his dormant powers.
Dude, what?
Captive and Majestic. I used to have an 73 AMX. Only new car I've ever bought in my life.
AMX? I thought they were AMCs.
Uh-huh. AMX.
What? Then you had Optimus Prime, who was like a confused Chat GPT in charge of all of them all.
Oh, did anyone see like yesterday? ChatGPT was just going weird.
I've
Giving
never
us
even
multiple
looked
responses.
up the words Chat GPT. Just not interested in it. Not my thing.
What's this controversy I've been hearing over Gemini lately?
It's just Bard.
Yep,
Google
that's right, John.
rebranding its Bard AI.
I had a 401 with the Hurst 4-speed E60 15 tires, which was pretty hot stuff for the day.
Right. Wow. I can't believe you guys are still like debating about that. Anyway,
Lane, a trigger is anything that the person who feels the trigger says it is, because everybody responds to trauma differently.
mm-hmm.
There's no two equal triggers.
Mm-hmm. Quail Man. Sounds vaguely familiar.
There was Dan Quayle.
Quail Man as in Doug.
It's the only Quail Man I know.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I think I'm gonna head out here. I'm out of stuff to drink, and I'm feeling I'm losing my voice here.
We'll go
You
get some
sound
rest,
fine.
mate. You do sound good.
Yeah. All right. See you guys later.
Bye, friend.
Oh, okay.
We need more
That's
explicitly left-handed cartoon characters.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I mean, we have Doug Funny, we have Ned Flanders.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 1 in 3 of the Simpsons characters are left-handed.
Mm-hmm. Huh. I hadn't thought about it. I was born left-handed, and they made me use the other hand, and now I'm ambidextrous for a lot of things. Ned Flanders. Ned Flanders. What a good character.
Yes, indeedy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, gardens happen. Don't forget about that. They do happen when Mage is around.
How about secret gardens?
Something like that, sure. Yeah. Hi, diddly ho. John would type it out. Hi, diddly ho. What, 72 for Corvette is your favorite? Beck, are you behind by like 2 minutes, bro?
Oh, Jessica, I drove one of those for a while too, for just one summer. A friend of mine had
Yeah?
one, and she wanted me to drive it, keep it running for the summer. So I said,
Yeah.
"Oh gosh, I guess I can."
Right.
Turned me off of Corvettes,
Well,
but
twist my arm. I guess I'll drive your Corvette around.
it was convertible, no less.
Oh, fuck.
It was fun, but it really. I drove it at a time where I was well indoctrinated to European car handling, and
Mm.
and relative to that, in stock for stock, it was atrocious.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'd have to
Compared to
do
the
a lot of work for
BMW.
that suspension to make it impressive.
Sparks emotional support, doobie. Oh, damn it. I got to go out to my truck and get my lighter. I can't even fucking smoke. It's pissing me off.
You can't smoke in your own house?
No, my lighter's dead.
Oh.
Or on the verge of. You guys are. Yeah, so McKenna, we don't call people doing it a trigger. We call them trolls and assholes. And that's where you guys' miscommunication has come in. They're not understanding that you're saying that. Yeah, I had to, and one just died, and then this one died. I'm starting to think they're putting less in the Bix these days. It's really what I feel like. Somewhere around here, I had a refillable lighter, and I don't remember what happened to that. And then I have other refillable
there's some pretty
lighters.
cool lighters
One
you can get
has.
on eBay.
Oh, I have a really cool lighter. It's just that the arm on it is acting weird, so I quit using it.
Oh, it's a swing arm? Those are fun.
Yeah. See? It's also a fidget spinner. But it will not, the arm's sticking and it won't light right now. I've done this before, used the thing on one to light the other. The flint on one.
Yeah, Commander, that oil is kind of an important thing.
I'm literally from England, Newcastle. Newcastle, England. Interesting. I don't have a toaster, Crystal. I don't have counter space. I live in a tiny home. There's no toaster.
How do you make toast?
I put it in my stovetop oven. I have an oven that's Emerald Lagasse back when they first came out with the fancy convection ovens.
Oh, okay.
Well, not back. Like this thing's like a year old, maybe. So it bakes, it broils, it roasts, it slow cooks, it dehydrates. It's an air fryer, it's a convection oven, it's a regular oven. I can make almost everything in that. It's amazing the shit you can make in that. And it also has a rotisserie. Not that I'm ever going to use that again, but if I ever want to rotisserie a squash or something, I could do that. But it makes really good rotisserie chicken. I've made it in there before. I made a couple Cornish hens. They were really fucking good. Anyways, so yeah, that's how I toast things.
I saw this oh god, where was it now? Oh, it was just a stupid news story on TV where the subject of the story was people with antique appliances that still work. And they're showing off this stuff. Oh, this is for 1950s Mixmaster, and oh, look, this is my 1940s Westinghouse toaster. And I'm looking at my kitchen and I'm going, well, what about my 1910 no name brand toaster that's still working? They're all over the place. You can go to eBay and find them. They're the kind with a little door that drops down. You got to flip the toast halfway through.
That's the beauty of having a tiny home. My truck is parked right there. It's like a 12-foot walk through a door. I don't have to like go through the living room, go out the front, go down the sidewalk. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Is there anything I can do to help you? I can't send you any. Yeah, Ian, right? Okay, that's what I thought it was. I'm trying to catch up, sorry. Yeah, I have a butane somewhere. I have so many lighters. I have like 2 Zippos. Why am I so fuzzy? That's a little better. No, I have like 2 Zippos. I have a whole bunch of lighters. It's just, I don't even know where they are right now. Oh. But I try not to smoke pot with a Zippo. It doesn't taste very good. It's not the greatest thing. I think that needs more juice. Right here, I got 4 lighters. Another one up there. I have all kinds of lighters that are dead. Well, what I do is when the Bics die because you can't refill them, I pop them open. I steal the flint out of them. And then I use the flint for my Zippo. Flint recycling. Yes, Miss Jenny.
Sumami, do you mix those together or just like at the same meal?
Tots and pears? Oh, wait a minute. Tater tots and pears. Tomatoes and onions. Are you guys just talking about like general things you like to mix together? What's the topic here? I'm missing something. Well, but you know, all you have to do is just take your Zippo fluid thing and just tip it upside down and count to 7 every day, and it'll never run out. Or 8.
Bro.
They are expensive. This one I actually bought in Costa Rica. And it's not Zippo brand. It's Star T, which is a big brand that does generic like Zippo stuff. But it has the Costa Rica stuff engraved on it. Pura Vida. So I wanted to buy myself something to bring back. I spent a lot of money while I was there. So I bought this Zippo. And I've had it for... Oh, wow. I've had this thing for 16 years now. Yeah. So it'll be 7. Yeah, it's 17 years right now. We went in the last week of February. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I cast iron for baking is an excellent thing to do. It's so good. It's so even.
Yes.
Don't
yes.
You need to treat the pots.
Ice cream with potato chips.
Oil.
Yeah, you have to heat them up to a certain temperature. You coat them in oil, you heat them up and let them bake for so long. Then you shut it down and you let it cool off. Then you put another coat of oil on it. It's called seasoning it.
And then when you use it, you don't wash it with water. You wipe it out.
Yes. And when you turn it on again and it gets hot again, you're fine. There's nothing's going to hurt you in that pan. My mom did it my entire childhood.
Yep, same here.
Yep. She loved that cast iron skillet. That motherfucker was big. It was one of the, God, I don't know, 10-inch, 12-inch, whatever they are, Jenny. It had the handle on the other side because it was so big.
Probably a 12.
Yeah. And she'd make pancakes in that fucker. The full size of the pan. And she'd make them like this fucking thick. Because my family went through some pancakes and she was like, I do not have time to wait for little pancakes to cook. So she just cooked like big ones and slapped it. It was like plate-sized pancake.
Yeah, I have my
literally, there was just enough room to catch the syrup around the outside of the
I have my mom's cast iron griddle that we grew up with.
Yeah.
She got it from her mom. So I
She
know
had a
it's-
griddle, but she was
it's
always doing
easy,
the
100
eggs.
Years old.
Yeah, but she had like eggs and bacon and sausage she was doing all at once with the pancakes. So, because she was trying to feed, 8 people. So, yeah, she had the skillet and the two cast iron skillets. One was I think 12. One was the next size down. It should have been a 10. She also had the 8, the 6, and the 4. She had the little ones. She had the whole fucking set. She had anything you could need for baking or cooking. Mom had it. She also had a 6-burner gas stove.
You can buy new cast iron. It's fairly expensive. You can buy some China copies on eBay for not a lot. You can also find them at rummage sales and Goodwill and that sort of thing. But they are popular, very popular these days, and they get snatched up by collectors and things at Goodwill pretty quick.
Yeah. Tots and Gruyere. She's getting fancy now. Fuck the pears. Do you have clippers in the USA? What do you mean by clippers?
Tsumami, that would be good.
Use cast iron to cook steak because I can pop it in the oven after searing. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Let it sit and fucking cook slow. Yeah. That's good
Make
shit.
a pizza. You can make a pizza in one. Try that.
Oh, in a
sometime.
skillet?
Make your own-
Yeah.
Yeah, make your own deep dish pizza.
Yeah. You can absolutely use it for a deep dish. That's basically what they have they had in the old pizza shops. They had like those big ass cast iron things that had the tall. That's what they used to make them in. Because I clearly remember them bringing them out and pulling it out of the thing and putting it on and cutting it. Like that's real old school deep dish. Oh, do they make good how much are the carbon steel accessories? Oh yeah, clippers. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. I wouldn't clip. It wasn't clippering in my head. There was no clip. Yeah, sorry.
Oh man.
There was no clip in my head. Yeah, you used to be able to refill them, and nobody did it. Now they make it so you can't. They plug.
I did, because I'm a cheap fuck. And when other people's emptied, I would steal their flint just like you did, and put them back into mine. I'd steal the extra wheels too, because those can wear out.
Let's see. I'll look it up. Sure, no worries. Carbon steel pots.
Do you ever have a Bic lighter blow up on you?
No, I've seen
Yes.
someone who had the lighter blow up on them, and they were horribly scarred.
I had one blow up on me. I wasn't present. It was in my car, and just the heat of the car made it pop, which I knew could happen. I just didn't know the lighter was still in there when I left.
Okay, we're going to talk about. You want to talk about it? We're going to talk about it. Hold on.
Actually, we're going to talk about why I'm forgetting to unmute myself.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Or segmentation.
Okay, so let me zoom in just a little bit here. There we go. That's better. All right, so these are the new carbon steel pans they make. I was wondering if they were coated like that. Okay, so these pans are similar to cast iron, but are thinner, lighter, and more responsive to changes in temperature. Yep. Like cast iron, most carbon steel skillets have to be seasoned before they can fully realize their natural nonstick capabilities. Though some are sold as pre-seasoned, it's worth noting that either way, carbon steel, like cast iron, will never be Teflon level nonstick. Carbon steel pans can also be used on gas, electric, or induction cooktops. They can withstand super high temperatures for hours and can transfer seamlessly from oven to stovetop. The only thing carbon steel pans can't do is handle acidic sauces for long periods of time, as they will eat away at their seasoning. Same as cast iron. And we'll go more into the difference between the carbon steel. If you already own plenty of cast iron, I wouldn't try to convince you that you must also invest in carbon steel. Still building your cookware collection, you should go with carbon steel pieces. Man, those look like chef cookware, heavy duty shit. $95 for a pan. So pretty expensive apparently. So there you go. Yeah, clippers are crackhead lighters in the South. Yes, they are. Oh, I was going to comment. You guys were talking about different foods. Ice cream. Any ice cream with any kind of salty potato-based product. French fries, potato chips, don't matter.
Pretzels.
Pretzels are good too. Although I prefer potato chips over pretzels. I prefer potato-based salty products with my ice cream. But I had a friend in high school who said, have you ever tried potato chips with your ice cream? And I was like, fuck, what are you talking about? And, like, just thinking about it now, my mouth is watering. And she had pecan, butter pecan. And butter pecan, because the pecans have the little, the salt with the salt with the chips, fucking amazing. The best ice cream to eat with potato chips.
Pecan.
Okay, butter pecan. or as proper grammar
pecan's what
dictates,
you keep
pecan.
near your bed at night.
Pecan. Sorry, my mom taught me how to speak right. I'm sorry. Brown butter chocolate chip cookies with studs of brown sugared candied bacon on top. Oh, you were talking about those last week, weren't you? Did you make them last Saturday or something? Sumami.
Oh, brown butter is so freaking wonderful. People don't. Start using brown butter, people. It's just amazing.
It's basically just a hint of caramelized butter mixed in with. That's what it tastes like. A little bit of caramelization into it. My life has changed. Yeah. Right.
Lane, you
that
do
is
know
not
that
true. We are actually famous for very, very awesome steaks here.
Lane, you do realize that the UK's number one export for food is gray paste, right?
His name's Ian.
Oh, I thought it was Lane. I'm sorry.
No, it's a capital I. It just looks like an L.
Oh, duh. Sorry.
No, you're okay. I was just
I shall not make that mistake again.
Candied bacon. I'll probably like it. Have a good night there, 401. Hope you sleep well.
Everyone next,
and drive safe.
See everyone next Saturday, hopefully, and then next week here. Have a great night.
You too.
Actually, I've known two people named Lane.
Yeah.
One was spelled Lane, though. The other was the UK or Irish spelling.
I've seen Lain, Layne, Lane.
And then there's that family I know, the McLaughlins.
Lay.
The McLaughlins. Their last part of their name is spelled that way.
Yeah. McLaughlin. Yeah.
No, McLaughlins.
McLaughlin.
Yes, that is how they said it. It is
fucking,
properly pronounced.
You got to really use your tongue on that one.
Yeah, it is. It is a toughie, which doesn't make sense because it's it's a simple spelling and all that. It's hard to say. It's a lot kind of sound, I think. Surströmming. What's surströmming?
Oh, what is it?
Native atheist. Native atheist.
Surströmming. I have no idea what that is.
I know, but it sounds like I'm going to start chewing the tendons of chickens.
Yeah, but you can't really count that, Ian, because a lot of people use small letters for their names. It does, just because it really looks like it could be either one. It took me a minute when I saw it first.
That's okay. When I was a kid, the first time I saw Ian, I thought it was Ein. What did I say? Ein, something stupid like that. It was very embarrassing for an 8-year-old.
It's supposed to be the smelliest. It's rotting. It's rotten fish. I ain't fucking eating that shit. I don't even like a strong fish taste when it comes to fish. Now, seafood is different, but fish itself, I don't like a strong fish taste. It does nothing for me.
Salmon.
Rotten fish, yuck.
Salmon
even
is
like-
the best.
I don't really miss fish. I miss the tartar sauce I used to put on it.
Rat sauce.
Right, yeah. Tartar. It's not rotten. It's very slowly heated. Rotting fish covered with American cheese. Boy, I tell ya. That just sounds so good right now. I'm so
Nerdy, I
like
gotta hire
not
you as a
hating
chef.
being a vegan at this moment. Pecan. I told you, Mr. Majestic Beck, you are behind about 3 minutes. Everything you say is what we said 3 minutes ago. Or 5.
Log out, log back in.
Garum.
Gotta
Or
love
look at
some
the red
yummy
line at the
fermented
bottom
fish
of
guts.
your image portion of the screen. You got a red line there that's not all the way to the right side.
Come here.
You can also on YouTube tell it to run at the speed of 1.25, and if you have a lag going, it will tend to catch up on the lag.
Sumami,
You
I don't think anyone who knows what garum is going to let you make it at their house.
Like my granddaddy said, smells like fish, eat all you wish. Smells like cologne, leave it alone. You know what? Let me tell you about what I have to say about this. Okay, so if it smells like cologne, leave it alone, right? Smells like fish. So if it smells like fish, it's because somebody came inside of her. It would be better to have someone's hand inside of her that leaves a cologne smell than someone's penis. So I think that's backwards. Just saying. Bye, Jer. Love you. Oh, yeah, I know, right? The 1,000-year-old eggs. It's like a delicacy. It's so gross.
Aren't they just pickled eggs?
No, they're not. I don't think they're pickled. I don't remember how they do something to them and let them sit. They're like green and nasty looking. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're black. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
They're like black with a green tint.
I don't eat live eels and stuff either, so.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to eat trash. I have perfectly good food in my fridge.
Well,
I don't need to eat the leftovers like haggis and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, pickling is fermenting, a form of fermenting. So they're pickle kind of egg. That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it's like blackish green. The yolk is, yeah. It's disgusting. I've seen people like eat those, bite into them, and I'm like,
Yeah, no.
no, there's a TikToker that's pretty famous. She's this big fucking tall ass lesbian chick, right? And she went somewhere with somebody and they were trying to, it was the guy that does food stuff. He eats weird foods. So she got together with him because they happen to be in the same area. And they did the 1,000-year-old egg thing. And she took a bite. He's like, it's good, isn't it? And she's like, and just like little pieces of egg. She's like, and she's trying to like rinse her mouth out. I'm like, that would be me. That would be me. Nope. Fuck eggs. It's duck eggs. No, it's fuck eggs. You guys are too funny. Yeah, there's certain, like, I don't mind trying some weird stuff. Like, I tried kimchi one time and loved it. So you never know, you know? And I always thought it sounded disgusting that somebody, like, buries a cabbage in the ground and lets it ferment for months. And no, it's really fucking good. but I'm really picky about my kimchi because the first kind I ever made I ate was homemade. Like it wasn't like in a jar from a factory. Like this guy I worked with, I was a night manager, and he was my cashier. And his mom used to bring in homemade fucking kimchi put it in like stir fried rice and shit. And it was all homemade and her seasoning and all that stuff. So then when I tried some out of a jar, I was like, oh, this is nasty. So I'm having trouble finding any out of a jar I like. Bird's nest soup. I don't think I that sounds so familiar. I've heard of it, but I can't remember what's in it or how it is.
Well, bird's nest.
God damn it. I know, but what is it? Pasta? Is it grass? Parsley? What makes the nest?
What is langoustine? Like a shrimp.
It's
Yeah, live. I don't think I'd be eating that. No.
yeah, I've seen Klingons eat Ga on Star Trek. I'm not really looking forward to that experience myself.
The only thing I would eat that's live is probably that stuff that makes children.
Those people over there eat some disgusting fucking shit. In this day and age, there is no need to be eating like bull's balls and fucking haggis and all that shit. That's disgusting.
Ian, it sounds like you're talking about crayfish.
I mean, I'm glad you guys are eating the trash left over from my food, but you can have it.
They're like a lobster with smaller claws and not as big of a creature. Although I've seen them a foot long. And if it is crayfish, crawdads, as they're known down south, are very popular. They do boils with hundreds of pounds of them at a time.
Huh. Do you eat the head? Do you suck the head?
I don't know. I wouldn't eat those. I
can't do it.
If it came out of a creek in the backyard, I ain't gonna eat it. Nope.
Yes, you're right. You're both right. Swallows have a very sticky spit, and they run. They actually grab the little pieces of hay and grass and stuff they find, and little tiny twigs, and they run it through their mouth like that, and then they literally run their mouth across it.
Okay,
and then they place it. So it's actually quite interesting to watch. Do you need to go, Miss Porpoise?
I'm just feeling kind of weird, so I better just go lie down for a bit. So enjoy Bad Science Sundays. I will be there March 10th, celebrating Women in STEM. Be excellent to each other, and so long, and thanks for all the fish.
Blub, 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 blub.
John Hudson says he loves the crawdaddy. A kinky crustacean. It's your lobster. It spanks you before you eat it. You bite the head off, then eat the rest. Spine comes off with it. Oh, okay. Then you eat the rest alive? I don't eat stuff that's not cooked. Well, I can't eat meat or any of that stuff anymore anyways. But when I did, I don't eat raw shit. If it's raw, it better have made like a vegetable or made to be that
Nobody
way,
said what langoustine is yet, though. Is langoustine a creature or a preparation?
Oh, shit. Where was it? I thought somebody said something. Freshwater lobster.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's what we're talking about. And I think it's a crawdad. I'll go look it up.
Here, I'll do it.
No, I got it.
Oh, I was going to put it on screens for everybody to see.
Oh, all right. Well, then go ahead, do that.
Here we go. All right. We don't need the ad though. All right. So, what is it? Is a particular type of crustacean. It looks like a small lobster. Many people assume that the langostino are small lobsters, but langostine belongs to a different species than lobster. In appearance, they look like lobsters, but they are about the size of a large prawn. They have purple racing stripes on their sides, which disappear after they are cooked. They take less time to cook. Because they are more plentiful than lobster and easier to catch, they are often much less expensive than lobster, even though the taste of the meat is similar. Really? The FDA doesn't allow them to be called or labeled lobster because it technically isn't a lobster. It's a different creature from a lobster. Even though it's similar, the primary difference between the two is size. Squat lobster is also what it's called.
Picture.
I know.
Picture.
It's like up here. It's a bad shot.
No,
Wait a
go to
minute.
Google. Go to Google and hit images.
I was on Google before though.
Well, then go back to it and hit images.
I don't want to type all that out again. Here you go. All right. I feel like this would probably be pretty realistic. Oops. Not that one. Came up in another tab on me, fuckers. All right. There. That's what they look like.
Well, they're pretty gnarly looking.
They are, well, yeah, but shrimp are kind of weird looking too, and
yeah,
they look a lot like that actually.
Crawfish look much more like a lobster than these guys do. Crawfish look like lobsters that are just never grew up.
Yeah, exactly. Like they look like baby lobsters to me. I agree. They are disgusting. Anyway. Don't do it.
I don't eat lobster. I don't like lobster. The taste is funky.
I love lobster. I can't try it anyways, but I would if I could.
Majestic, turn them inside out.
Don't eat exoskeleton creatures. Yeah.
Just turn them inside out and then eat them.
There you go. Problem solved. All right. You good with the picture?
I'm good with the picture.
Okay. Anywho, we are getting close to they're a step bigger than giant prawns. Yes, that's exactly what that article I was reading said. They're similar to the size, but a little bit bigger. Maybe like a large giant prawn.
And what is the Italian what is the Italian meal or dish? Shrimp scampi. What does scampi translate to?
I think it's the way they fry it, and the butter and stuff they put in with it.
I heard that it's Italian for shrimp.
Maybe it could be. I don't know. That's what I figured out logically that it should be. You know.
So you're not having shrimp scampi. You're having shrimp or scampi. Which that sounds cuter. I like that better.
Well, you could call it a little scampi then.
All right, let's see here.
Shrimp is small, little. Get it? Didn't work. Okay.
Switch them into Italian. Where's Italian? Scampi translates to scampi.
Scampi. It translates to scampi. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. So I guess you're having shrimp scampi.
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
That's funny. Shrimp.
With translation.
I'm gonna go get me some Italian shrimp. Shrimp scampi. That's funny. I had no idea that's what it meant. Huh. I thought it was.
Oh,
the way
okay.
they
Here we
cooked
go.
it.
The style of cooking for Latin and Italian for small creatures, crustaceans. What's your favorite tardigrade recipe?
The fuck's the tardigrade?
Those are little water bear things. Scoop a bunch of them up and cook them up. Use them.
Okay, so
you can add them to your breakfast cereal.
You're talking of the only tardigrades I've ever heard of. Those are. I don't know. I've never tried to cook one. I don't know what to tell you.
Cephalopods and tardigrades are both aliens and began all life on this planet. And it was told to me by this flying spaghetti monster, so I know it's true.
Don't be skimpy on the scampi. Yeah, but real sea scallops.
Oh,
If they tell you they're bay scallops, they're not scallops. They're actually, they punch out of stingray wings. And they call them bay scallops. They are not really scallops.
And remember, when you order calamari at a restaurant, there's a chance you're going to end up getting pig rectum.
Have fun with that. I won't eat it. Well, I didn't before either. That's disgusting.
What is it with guys need to eat something that's alive? Why don't you just go to the pet store?
I mean, I have
goldfish and have at.
I have the need to eat something that's alive, but I don't totally consume her. It's just a saying. It's a slang. Anyways, never mind.
The only thing I eat that's alive are flies.
I mean, I'm not into dead women, so yeah, we all eat flies and bugs sometimes while we're sleeping.
No, I'm awake usually.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to catch them when you're sleeping.
Yeah, but they're stingray wings. They're not real scallops, is what I'm saying. They're stingray scallops. But they call them bay scallops versus sea scallops because they're smaller. And they try to act like they are actual scallops. That's not what a scallop is.
It's how they lie to you.
Depends on where you live. If you live in an area like I used to live in Virginia, there's a bunch of stingray there. They catch the stingray and use them instead of, because they're cheaper and easier to get a hold of, and we're more population wise. There was more of them. So yeah, chitlins. I will eat some damn fried pork skins though. Them fuckers good. Yeah, eating out downtown. That's right. That's right.
Oh, like the first George Bush, huh? You like them porkies? Loves them porkies. Hates that broccoli. Yeah, he sounds like a Republican to me.
Sounds like goddamn Texan. What she sounds like. Jesus fucking Christ. Need all that now. Fuck. Eating out downtown. Gummy worms. You know what? I don't even want to know where you're going right now, Beck. Where's that trigger warning on your forehead, man?
I don't like gummies. They just don't chew right.
The only gummies I've liked so far are the ones that come with fucking THC and CBD in them. Those are really good at work.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even want to eat those. Now they put them in spice drops. That would be fine.
But they're good these days. They're not. They're gummy, but they're not like that sticky. They're not as sticky as the like gummy bear gummy. They're not like that. They dissolve faster, and they taste better. Like the one I got is like a orange mango, I think it is, and it's orange creamsicle. It's really good. Tastes just like an orange creamsicle with a little bit of pot in it. I mean, if I couldn't taste a little bit of pot, I'd worry about it, right? You
Well,
fried a
we're-
pig's head on the kosher grill. Oh my God. Go ahead, Jenny.
Well, we're about 6 minutes out, 5 minutes and change.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about that time. I'm going to give everybody that 30-minute break before Maya's stream. If anybody has Maya's link handy and you could throw it in the chat and you're a mod, I'd really appreciate that because I do want everybody to head over to Maya's after their 30-minute break. And I will be there watching Bad Science Sunday with you. So, yeah, should be fun. Well, it's always fun, so I know it'll be fun. It's fun every time. So what say you, Jenny? Are you doing anything? Are you up to anything?
No, just the usual old depressing life. Not just laying here waiting for
Same.
the big dirt nap.
Yep. Same. I'm just working and waiting for the big dirt nap, but yeah, same. Same. Yep.
That's why they have people retire, so that you can have enough time to yourself that you realize that I would much rather die than keep going on with this crap.
They let you retire so you can go have fun for a minute, and then you run out of money, and then you're miserable, and you're like, "Fuck it," and then your body just gives up because your brain's done.
Yeah, that's the absolute height of honor if you're an elderly person, according to Dan Patrick, the vice governor of Texas. That says elderly people should do the society a favor and check themselves out. He really says that.
That's lovely. I don't think that is very nice to say.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't like that very much. THC infused gummy bears. I ate 10,000 mg in one go and it was fun. Or 1,000 mg. So you ate like 10 of those bags of them? Damn, bro. That's awesome. All right, guys. So everybody, thanks so much for coming. I appreciate you guys. Jenny, thanks for hanging out with me the whole time. Everybody else left. Fuck those pussies.
Well,
Jenny hung it out with me.
You paid me more.
Shh, nobody's supposed to know that. Everybody in the chat, I really appreciate you guys coming. Always a good time. I love reading your stuff, and you guys fucking crack me up. So keep that up.
And Sandy, you hung in for the whole show too. Oh, I love you, honey.
Sandy's still here?
Yeah.
So good to see you again, Sandy. I miss you. I've been thinking about you a lot. So anyway, everybody take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Have some peace in your life.
Peace.
All right, you crazy people. You stay cool. Keep it real. Keep an eye out for each other. Suck in that content you love. Dance like nobody's watching. Go after your passions and enjoy them. I'm out. Peace.